Hi guys, welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe and spreading the love during this pandemic. Because we all need a little bit of loving. We all need a little bit of loving. Welcome to Brownie's late night Q&A. Whatever goes, God knows where this will lead to. But you're very, very welcome. Now check the ticker bar below. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to Football with Brownie, the Facebook page as well, Twitter and Instagram. The latest channel figures are above. We've gone up in all of them apart from Insta. I have a funny feeling that Insta fall could be with a certain Russian girlfriend. But never mind, or former girlfriend. Never mind. Let's move on. Okay, tonight, I don't know if you watched the watch along. It ended Liverpool nil, Arsenal nil in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Granit Xhaka. The thing with Granit Xhaka, I do get why manager after manager actually puts him in the starting 11 most of the time, because they don't really have an enforcer. Now, people who may come into football probably, I don't know, enforcers never really, Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira, most notable enforcers. I suppose Fernandinho, he's a bit of an enforcer. But anyway, they see Granit Xhaka as an enforcer. I see him as a liability. That sending off was shocking. That sending off was shocking. However, you have to applaud Arsenal, the 10 men of Arsenal. You have to applaud Miguel Arteta. They stood up to Liverpool. Now, I know Liverpool may go on, or Liverpool fans may go on about no Mane, no Salah. Well, hang on. The amount of money Liverpool have made through winning like the Champions League, every other revenue stream have boomed in recent years. You would think that we should have better backup if the key players, go absent. But they didn't really. And fair play to Arsenal. Absolute fair play to Arsenal. Anyway, I'll go into the chat. I'll go into a chat first off. Well, first of all, a bit of a plug-in. Okay, it's subscriber only in the chat, okay? But the membership, become a member, help the channel grow, and also as well, I've now I'll go into my personal life of the last 24, 48 hours a bit later on in the show. But basically, become a member. You can bypass the very costly prices. I have to be honest, very costly prices of the merch in the merch shop. Anyway, get your hoodie and so on. Raddy, an Arsenal fan, big Arsenal fan. He went to Nottingham the other day. Great defensive shift by lads tonight. Our fans took over Anfield. Yeah, I've been to Anfield quite often, and I've never rated the Anfield crowd probably since the Kop went all seated, if I'm honest with you. But then again, that can be said about many stadiums in England. Cheddar's in the house. Hi, Cheddars. Hope you're well. Melmino couldn't score no more. Well, that reminds me of a few other bloody strikers. But Nathan's in the house. Hi, Nathan. Hope you're well. Tell Denver I'll be on a Denvercast later after the show. Arsenal done really well. They really did. Hey, don't get me wrong. The first 20 minutes or first half an hour, Liverpool put a lot of pressure on. They wanted that early goal. With Arsenal defence and Ramsdale was a bit shaky for that first half an hour. But, they refocused, got themselves together, even down to 10 men. I knew that, they wouldn't fall apart. Raddy says, Shaka's red card turned out to be enough false positive for Scousers. Explain that to me, mate. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what point you're trying to make, Raddy. I'll be honest with you, mate. Leah Hearn, Lee, hope you're well. I haven't spoken to you for ages. What's with the hat? Well, originally it was my Mick McCarthy hat or cap, Lee. Hey up, Mick McCarthy, yeah. I only do long bowl and chips and gravy. But yeah, but you know what? It does help me when I can't be bothered to do my hair. I'll be honest with you. But anyway, hope you're well, Lee. It is not cold, I promise you. It is winter. My friends who have lived here for a good few months now, a couple of years, say that they are cold. But I'm freaking boiling. So doing that watch along, I had to put the bloody aircon on and off about freaking 4 times, I tell you. Anyway, many thanks, Lee. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Madhouse. Cheddars, I watched the game with Taib. Bloody hell, I bet that was a fucking experience. And he's amazed that I hate Arsenal more than I support Liverpool. Well, I don't know. Certain clubs you don't get on with, certain clubs you do. But I've mentioned it to Nathan and the people in the chat regarding Arsenal fans. And the social media Arsenal fans are basically the generation come to, taking an interest in football during Arsene Wenger's, prime years, really. So they instantly think it is constant success. I remember Arsenal when they were a very average team before George Graham. And they don't realise that football goes around in circles. No matter what team you support, football goes around in circles. It took Liverpool 30 years, yes, 30 years to win the title. They won last one title in 89. Was it 89? No, it wasn't. Hold on. It was 90. 30 years. Now, people are old enough to remember that Liverpool team of the 80s, right? They were whether we like it or not, want to accept it or not, they were the Real Madrid of Europe, right? But sometimes when you need to press a restart button, it doesn't happen overnight. Now, I've gone on, with YouTube, I have made a lot of good YouTube friends who are also Arsenal fans. To be completely honest with you, I've also met far more dickheads who are Arsenal fans, but but I could see as a neutral, I could see quite early on what the Arteta plan was. However, maybe part of that was because I didn't have the kind of passion which for the club in which an Arsenal fan would have. Whether we like it or not, because of FFP and transfer windows, if you wanted to absolute have a new team, complete new team, right? The vast majority, and I say vast majority because Newcastle can get away with it, I'll tell you why later, you would have to have 4, 5, maybe 6 transfer windows. Whereas before during the George Graham era, even before then, you could sign any player at any time of the season. I'll go back on about the bloody Newcastle FFP because there is a topic in which I do want to talk about tonight. Very interesting things in which I've heard in the last 24 hours. Russ Morgan, hi Russ, hope you well, mate. So Arsenal fans, and I can see it's quite a few in the chat. What's your opinion on the result? Are you happy? Are you not? Blah blah blah. Your opinion on Xhaka? I think it was I think it was basically, the Liverpool player outpaced him really, and he panicked and ended up doing a bicycle kick on his fucking left tit. Basically, that's how it happened. Only shot of the whole game was that. Yeah, but also as well, we got to think of Raddy is basically once we sending off, which was very early on. Once that sending off happened, Arsenal had to play the defensive game, and he played it very, very well. I don't care what any Liverpool fan or fucking Klopp says; they played it very, very well. Brownie of Arabia. I know. Thanks, Steph. Yeah, let's go for the chat first before I go on to me and everything else. But Brownie, Liverpool cheated by showing 13. That's another thing in which you can talk about. If you remember, come on, if anyone is a watcher of Brownie's late night Q&A, you know I've been on about, the bloody the possibilities of dodgy COVID testing within football teams for quite a while. Russ says, what do we say, Bonnie? I know. Don't want to bloody psychos, not circles. Did I say circles then? Come on, I do have a speech impediment. Come on, guys, fucking give me a break. Cheddar said, what school next hybrid doing Invincible? And they were hell. I bet it was. Stephen says, took United 27 years. But it did, mate. And I remember the Fergie out bloody banners. I tried to do an upload regarding Mark Robbins' goal against Nottingham Forest in our FA Cup, which saved Fergie's job. But YouTube warned me that it would be copyrighted. Raddy says, Brownie, can you play midfield? If yes, we need you. Yeah, I basically was a defender stroke midfield. I mean, I did. In my younger years, I was playing up front. But yeah, it was more of a defender stroke. We don't really have them these days, but anchorman or, central defensive midfielder, really. I used to love tackling like Roy Keane, rake down a leg, all that. Right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me for 1 second, yeah? This could well be a long one. It was 4 hours the last bloody Brownie late night Q&A. Let's hope it's not 4 hours tonight, but bear with me. Okay, as I'm on my own, guys. Right, basically, let's go through what's happened to me, I think, in the last, 24, 48 hours. As you know, as most of you know now by now, I've taken the plunge and moved to Dubai. I have been I have been coming back and forth for the last couple of months. A lot of my friends from the Marbella area, Marbella have been absolutely battered with the COVID shutdowns and so on. And Marbella, I don't think will ever get back to how it was before COVID. A lot of my friends have moved from Marbella area to Dubai, and when I moved back to the UK, uh, more most of them were like, come on, man, just try it, just try it." Dubai really never, I don't know, never really was on my bloody to go list, and anyway, go on, try it, just try it, come over for a week or two. Well, I went over, loved it, but I thought, no, I'm just been on holiday here, not living. The next time I was more living, and I thought, you know what? Let's give it a go. What have I got to lose? So yeah, I kept it to myself. I know that one or two people did know, but basically, with all the trials and everything else that happened, I spoke to my mum, and she basically said, "You know what? Look, just you need to make yourself happy." I haven't been happy for the last 2 months, 3 months because of all that crap going on, and that affected my mental health. To be honest, it probably affected my YouTube. At one point, the amount of people who were getting in contact with me because it was in, this is not the fucking brownie we subscribe to. This is not a brownie in which we enjoy watching. This is not a brownie um, in which we laugh with. And to be honest, I didn't recognise that brownie as well. So I've taken a plunge. One or two people knew that I was going to be flying out. Oh, what? I'm ahead of you guys time wise. So, yeah, flew out on Tuesday. Kept it to myself until I was basically on a flight. I done a photo as I was boarding a flight. I thought, okay, no worries, let's do it. Let's announce it, and let's see what happens when I do land and get back into phone signal. So I've done it. So today, probably think, what the hell is that behind him? I've never seen that before. Well, I moved into my new place. It's small, but until I sort myself out, um, with one or two things, it's going to be mine. So, yeah, that's basically what happened, really. That's basically what happened. So, but going forward, people have asked, you know, you don't realize until uh, a change happens on your YouTube channel just how people get in contact. First, they worry about you. You don't realize how many people actually worry about you and are concerned about you. Then also, they worried about your channel. Many people, what are you going to do? Everything is going to be exactly the same. Hand on heart say that. The reason which I done a watch along tonight, the reason which I'm doing a late night Q&A, the reason I done a late night Q&A at my friend's place the other night is because, look, this channel is growing no matter what. No matter of all in the crypto world, we call it FUD, but in the non-crypto world, we call it no matter how much shit jealous people throw at me or this channel or at the guests in which I bring on, the bottom line is the channel is growing. Okay? I think we're around about 650,000 views coming up now. And, if a channel is shit, it wouldn't have that many views. So I'm not just going to down tools. I enjoy talking to you bunch of bastards in bloody chat. I even enjoy fucking having banter with trolls, if I'm honest with you. But there's a time and a place with trolls. I don't really like it when I'm doing watch-alongs, but I don't mind it, on a late night shows because anything goes. You guys are part of my life, and I want to be a part of your life. And so no matter where I am in the world, I'm just giving you this one promise. And the one promise is that I will never, never down tools on a football brownie. I never, never will down tools on football brownie because it helps me with my mental health. I like laughing at some of the comments. I like laughing at the stupidity I get up to. No, I'm not one for watching myself. If I done like an upload, I never watch the upload back from start to finish, just in case I think, oh, I could do better there. I could do better here. That upload when I've done, okay, no worries to go without me double checking. I hate watching myself. But listen, Football Brownie is here to fucking stay. Please don't panic. Please don't panic just because I've moved to a different part of the world. Even if I moved to Randy's spare room in New Zealand, where I think, Randy, they could well be, 10 hours ahead of the UK, I will still be doing uploads and you live streams and so on. Because you know what? All my life I have worked. All my life I have worked and I've hated work. I've absolutely hated the work I was in. Doing this and hopefully one day getting paid a full-time wage, okay, maybe a couple of years away, but getting paid a full-time wage to do watch-alongs, to have a chat with you, have banter with bloody trolls and so on and so forth. I'd love that. I really would love that. So listen, don't be scared. No matter where I am in the world, Football Brownie YouTube channel is on the way up. And whether people like it or not, people create fucking stories about me or not, people put my mother's fucking details or not. Before I left, my mum said something to me. And that was, you make sure that you make a success of this. Because people want to bring you down. For whatever reason, people want to bring you down, and you're a better man for it. So I need your support. I'm going a bit too deep now, but I need your support. Let's build this channel, yeah? Let's build this channel. Anyway, let's go back in the chat. Sorry, I went a bit deep, but, I do need to bloody, we all know what I'm talking about. Randy's in the house. Randy. Steph says, you've been watching a lot of, Steph, I hate watching my own YouTube channel. I never even watch any uploads, just double check if I've done a mistake, if I said something wrong. I do the upload, put it together, just fucking send it, put it live, I don't even care. Nathan, thanks, Nathan, many thanks, man. Joseph, Cardiff City's attendance set to increase by 0%. Oh, don't get me started. What's the latest with that, Joseph? I know that bloody Jimmy Cranky in Scotland have dropped back. Is that going to happen now? Is Drakeford going to bow down because the Welsh Rugby Union have kicked up a fuss? What's the latest? Guys, even with transfer news, I have been out of the equation for about approximately 48 hours. So please let me know any news, anything like that. Randy says, Brownie, we love you. I love you too, Randy. I love you too, my brother. Stefan says, doesn't matter about viewing figures. It don't. I know. Yes, I know. I know. About online friends, that is much more valuable. You know what? Honestly, it. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. When I'm on, I call it a downer. I suppose medically it could be when I get depressed. It goes really. I go really down because I don't know why, but it's not just one thing hits me at one time. It's like three, four, maybe five things hit me, and it just fucking really brings me down. I am convinced, though. I am convinced that a lot of it is to do with. Oh, I don't know what letter it is, but vitamin C is it with sunlight? Because I never get more down than I do in Britain, basically because of the weather. I'm convinced that's the case. I don't know whether you guys would agree with me. Um, Randy says, "We're 18 hours. 18 hours, is it? Well, I'm 4 hours ahead of the UK. It's probably about halfway, Randy, isn't it? Yes, Brownie moved to New Zealand. How much you want rent for your spare room, Randy? Yeah, I would have thought so. And when I was in Australia, Sydney, that was about. All depends on whether the clocks went forward or back. But that would have been about 9 hours, 10 hours ahead. I don't know. Raddy, love your channel, Brownie. Yeah, you guys always keep me company. You stress me out a lot of the time. I'll be honest with you. You stress me out a lot of the time. But it's like when I flew over, I didn't go on the A330 or whatever, the big planes this time. So that meant it took longer to fly over. Um, but I'm at the stage now where I get paranoid if I don't do either an upload or a live stream in one day. And then if you notice, if I do have a day off, because boy, you do need a day off. Anyone notice that when I do have a day off, all of a sudden the next day, I am putting at least 3, 4 different uploads and a live stream. Do you know what I mean? Just to try and make up for it. Because whether you like it or not, YouTube is very fickle, I think. Subscribers are very, very fickle. And most of you in the chat aren't, don't get me wrong, but it's a kind of a case that if you go quiet for 2, 3 days, and it'll take you a week to get up to get your regulars back. Maybe not your regulars, but your regular numbers back. Adam Fallujah, Adam, how are you, mate? How are you, my brother? Hope you're well. Yeah, hope you're well, mate. I last seen you in Cardiff, didn't I? And I was walking through Cardiff city centre. It was like 3 degrees. At last come back from Dubai. And here I was in freaking shorts and t-shirt. Hope you're well anyway. Guys, Adam's a great guy. Adam, if you're on YouTube, come over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, my friend. And yeah, I used to work with Adam, actually. Polish guy. Think he's a Legia Warsaw fan, but lovely guy. Lovely guy. Helped me out so much. Covered for me a lot as well. Brownie, I thought you like going deep inside. All depends, my friend. All depends. Right. Okay, let's right. Fuck it, because she may be watching this. Right. We all know about the Ukrainian girl when I last come over. Okay, I fucked up, right? Basically, how I fucked up was that um, she was watching when I told everybody exactly what went on between me and her. Adam, you are a machine. Anyway, right. Anyway, so we never got back together after that. Completely understand, right? All of a sudden, now she knows that I'm back and I'm back to stay. I had a random text today, right? A random text, right? And conversation goes on, and I thought, no, no, no. Why are we having this conversation? You told me not to again. You told me. It's not going anywhere. You embarrassed me on YouTube. Blah 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 blah. Which I did. I hold my hands up. Hold my hands up. I did. Adam, you are a machine. Anyway, I won't even go down there, right? Anyway, which I did, right? And I do apologize. Well, I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. But okay. So a few days later, when I did get back, because I was on my last day in Dubai last time, when I did get back, I said, look, I'm sorry. And I don't know if you guys agree, right? But basically, I think that by doing these late night Q&As, it's like the substitute of being in a pub and fucking banter, going with the regulars, regulars in a pub, regulars in a chat, and a bit of banter. It's kind of like a lad's hour or so of banter, really. Well, that was my excuse to her anyway. And I said, oh, look, bloody hell. Women do the same. No doubt you bloody... I said, you enjoyed it so much. No doubt that you bloody told your fans. No, I didn't. All right, okay. I believe you. All right. So anyway. So I've just random text because she knew that. Oh, she may have heard I was back over here. She went to me. You are zero, right? You are zero in life. You are zero as a man, and you are zero in bed. Just randomly, right? I later rang her and I said, "What's it all about?" And it turned out she was drunk, right? But anyway, as she said, and you were zero in bed. So I just replied. I said, "So you still like me then?" Oh fucking hell! That fucking started fucking World War fucking III. Anyway, that's a fucking that's enough of that. I'll probably she had blocked me, but I bet she'll be bloody watching right now. So if you are watching, you did love the Viagra. You know you did. Anyway, never mind. We'll move on. Joseph, fans back in by Monday by the looks of it. So, it's all political fucking posturing. He did it, my friend. Cheddars, when some pain in my best friend, she found out her son died. I realised more good. Yeah, I've been here, man. I've been there. Fucking carrying one of your best mates' coffins. Fucking. Anyway. So if you want to build it, you've got to put your name further afield. So, well, I am. I mean, hang on 1 second. I've been putting this bloody aircon on, off and on all night doing a watch along. Right. I am, mate. Stefan, you know that I bloody do outreach to other channels because I do like doing the kind of brownie meets. I've done it with Arsenal Fan Circle. I've done it with Den Developer. I need to do another one with Den Developer. I'll pull him in. What else have I've done it with Benjamin Bloom. I've done it. What else have I done it with? Palmer, the Newcastle guy, lovely guy. I've done so many, and I do love doing that. So, but I don't know. Unfortunately, because I do tend to cross the line at times, people seem to be scared. The Czech ambassador, I've still got a fantastic working, friendship, not working relationship, bloody friendship with a former Czech ambassador, CM Hunter. When it works well, but it's just trying to convince those people who to come on. Anyway, I enjoy it. Right. No, I'm going deeper. Appreciate. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. I agree. I've been here, man. I've been there. Mike Hill says, "Hi, mate. How are you? I'm very well, Mike. How's Dubai treating you? Dubai. Well, apparently it's winter, right? But because I've come from the UK winter, um, I think it's around, what's the temperature now? We're 4 hours ahead of the UK, okay? So it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah. The things I do for you lot, eh? Uh, 22 now at, 2 o'clock in the morning. Been quite a nice day today, actually. But it's 22 now, and yeah, it is what it is. Um, I was staying at my mate's for the first couple of days. I arrived here. I moved into my new gaff today, so I didn't know how the streaming would go on the internet, but it seems to be all right at the moment. Um, Definitely a better picture, even though I'm still using the same camera. So that's interesting, and I'm not really one for bloody camera, camera bloody knowledge, but same camera I'm using on my laptop, but it been so fuzzy when I've been going on to other people's internet. Anyway, I'm good. Anyway, I'm good, mate. Mike, hope you well, mate. Stress, yeah, I always take on stress, unfortunately, mate. Sometimes stress does improve my bloody workability. But Randy says a pint for rent. Well, it all depends what kind of pint. No, is it? Do you have VB or do you have? Maybe I'm bloody. Maybe a schooner, not a pint, Randy. Uh, Sharpening pencil is good for stress, Brownie. Tell you what, having a pet is actually good for stress. I remember, when I was with my ex-wife and so on, we had a lovely cat, and the cat knew every time I was stressed out, because I've been in recruitment, someone didn't turn up to work or I couldn't get any bloody workers to go on a particular day. The cat knew I was stressed out, so the cat would jump all over me and just be like, I tell you what, having a pet is the best thing for stress, and people don't get it. Uh, oh, sorry, it's jumped a bit. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Stefan says, you can't live your life on. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that, Stefan. Sometimes you gotta live your life. Yeah, but I get that, Stefan. Absolutely get that. Listen, I'm not in a relationship at the moment, but people like Randy would remember. You probably self remember, Stefan. When I was in my last relationship, it was a case of I do YouTube if and when. So just got to take advantage of when doing my single days. we're not fickle. We're pathological. Oh yeah, I pause. Randy, that's a brilliant comment, mate, and people who know will know. Seven, YouTube is yes. That's exactly the point. Listen. I dug a massive hole for myself. I dug a massive, massive hole for myself. But yeah, it didn't go down too well anyway. Absolutely not accepted whatsoever. Ben White will be on flight to Qatar, will he? We're on my flight. Jed, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Brownie, Arsenal fan circle. Hi, Ray. Hope you well, mate. Brownie's fishing frenzy. Not tonight, my friend. Not tonight. She sounds like a lovely lady. I know. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. And wouldn't leave me alone when fucking, before I went on. That YouTube fucking show, that late night Q&A, that done me. That absolutely done me with that. I couldn't get away from her bloody before that show. I didn't realise that she bloody um, uh, liked the Facebook fucking page, didn't it? So she was watching the bloody the YouTube show on Facebook. I was done good and proper. Stefan said, "Where's this stream going?" Fuck knows where it's going, man. There's absolute fuck knows where it's going. But I say that all the time, man. I say that all the time. Randy says, "Brownie, give me out your graph." No. zero in bed. I know. So I've gone from Adam, you are a machine, to Adam, you are zero in bed. Nah, don't get it. Stefan, I'm sure Flying Pig will help you. Flying Pig is great, man. He always helps. He's always on hand to help. 4 a.m. is quite early, Stefan. Well, yeah, I know. Okay, let's see this joke, then. Go on. Stefan says, don't have regular. I don't since I've been bloody single, mate. I don't since I've been single. I do apologise for blowing my nose, but this aircon system has battered me tonight. Effects on my meds. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree, man. Absolutely agree. Okay, here we go. But Mike's joke. Two Scottish guys discussing a wedding. First guy asks, what you wearing for your wedding? Second guy said, I killed the course. What tartan? She's wearing white. That's by far what I give that such a big build up as well, Mike. I'll be honest with you. You let me down. Absolute freaking terrible. One of the worst jokes I've ever heard. It's on the same level as a kid goes to his father. Hi, Dad, I need a new pair of trainers for Jim. And her father turns around and says, tell Jim to buy his own pair of trainers. Boom, boom. Freaking terrible. Right, bear with me. Right. Mike, hang on. Listen, Mike. Before you do go, I just want your opinion on a couple of. No, we're gonna do. Let's do a first main topic, right? Uh, Mike, I'd love to have your opinion on this, right? Um, I know you're not a Newcastle fan, but I think it's really interesting. I really do. I think there's so much deviousness going on. Right. Basically, you guys know how much I love the Price of Football podcast, right? Well, the latest podcast was downloaded or uploaded, whatever you want to call it, about 12 hours ago, my time, right? Now, I asked Nathan about it as he's a Newcastle fan, and he was quite shocked actually, right? But it's turned out, don't know if you guys know, but papers have now been issued. Mike Ashley has taken Amanda Staveley to court. Papers have now been issued. Up until a couple of days ago, no one knew why. Why taking her to court? You know, the deal's been done and so on. But it's now come. It just shows how dodgy football is, right? The football industry just, right? It's now come out. Oh, no, I better rephrase that. The Price of Football podcast is assuming we all know Hugh Maguire, great friend of the channel. I need to get him on anyway to talk about other things, right? Amanda Staveley actually, or Amanda Staveley's company actually borrowed money from Mike Ashley. And by all accounts, borrowed money from Mike Ashley to buy a stake in Newcastle. Now, if you look at the wider picture, take a step back now, what I'm saying. She borrowed money from Mike Ashley to buy a stake in Mike Ashley's company, Newcastle. Now, surely, if Amanda Staveley was backed by all the Saudi group or Saudi investors, why didn't the Saudi investors have enough confidence in her to fund her the money in the first place to buy into Newcastle? So, up until today, I should have done a bloody upload about it. I will. I may do an upload about it tomorrow, but I may miss the opportunity now. But up until last 24 hours, every Newcastle fan worships the tarmac Amanda Staveley bloody walks on. But why would she go to Mike Ashley to borrow money from him in order to buy into Newcastle? I think it's really weird. Now, the reason why papers have been issued from Mike Ashley against Amanda Staveley is that Amanda Staveley, no one knows which part of the agreement she broke, but she has broken part of the agreement of that loan. Right? Now, Press Football for Q Maguire knows Mike Ashley or Mike Ashley's team, people who work close, and said, look, no matter, listen, Mike Ashley, Newcastle fans may not like him, right? But if you break an agreement with Mike Ashley, he's like a dog with a bone and he wouldn't let it go. This is why Amanda Staveley needs to be very, very careful and hopefully settle something out of court before he even goes to court and things come into public. So, listen, most of us don't really know the goings on. I know a lot of the goings on because I was in Spain when it was all kicking off between beIN Sports and Saudi and Qatar and all that. That was basically the problem with the Newcastle takeover. And with Spain, with IPTV, a lot of it was beIN Sports. So I did have a kind of a decent background of the information. But this has really knocked me for six regarding why would she do that? Why did Amanda Staveley, and then on top of fucking borrowing from Mike Ashley to buy into Newcastle, why did she not carry out what was agreed in the initial fucking agreement? It's really fucking dodgy, man. Stefan says, dodgy as fuck, sounds dodgy. It really does, man. It really, really does. He also says, so Mike Ashley still got a stake in. I'm indirectly, yes, you're probably right, mate. You're probably right. Indirectly, right? Yeah, you're probably right. But I do think, though, the stake in the amount of stake we're talking about is probably about 20%. I can't remember. Figure was mentioned, but it's not like the whole shebang. It was basically personal. Amanda Staveley personally wanted to buy into Newcastle. But I think it's really weird, man. I really do think it's weird. Anyway, uh, there was another thing about that. There was another thing I wanted to bring you up to date on as well. What am I thinking? Chris Wood. Right, Chris Wood. Here we go, Chris Wood. I know we did. I know. Right. Chris, what are you guys' opinions of Chris Wood? I think he's a decent fucking player. Um, Apparently he had a buyout clause which didn't actually wouldn't have come into play until the summer. However, Burnley were pushed into a corner because the buyout clause in the summer is actually less than what they actually got from Newcastle. I think Newcastle done a good deal of it. Um, what do you guys think about that? It, I think Kiefer Moore now. I think Kiefer Moore. We all know Kiefer Moore was eyed up by Burnley last summer. He deserves his chance in the Premier League. I'll be completely honest with you. And in my opinion, he's better than bloody Chris Wood anyway. But the problem with Kiefer Moore is that there's a very snobbish attitude of players who get transferred from the EFL to the Premier League, which is something I'll come on to now after listening to Simon Jordan earlier on Talksport. Very snobbish attitude, and I'm sure that if Cardiff were a lower Premier League team, e.g., like Burnley, and they sold Kiefer Moore, they would probably sell him for about 30 million if Chris Wood was going for 20. Stefan said, I think remembering back, it was real that Cashley still got fucking. Well, what I do remember, because I love the Price of Football podcast, oh my God, brilliant. What I do know is that Mike Ashley broke up the company Newcastle United Football Club into so many different companies. For example, uh, the hospitality would have a separate company, the bloody uh, the merchandise would be a separate company. We broke it down so many separate companies. That's why it took him so long to sell, because many of the buyers were actually turned off by thinking they're going to buy Newcastle and then actually buying fucking 20, 15, 20 different freaking companies. So accountancy wise, it was very hard to look at the books. Uh, Stefan says, I was expecting to make similar signings, to be honest. Not stellar sign. I wasn't, man. I always said, and I did warn bloody Nathan about this, and I warned Adam Pearson. Sorry, Adam Pearson. Look, they have to follow uh, Man City, Man City um, pathway, and it took Man City. The moment Sinwatra, the Thailand guy, took over Man City, and then some signings, Robinho, Eden Xhaka, or whatever, they started coming. It took Man City about 5 years, really, to win the league. I don't think Eddie Howe will be there, bloody, after next season, maybe. It has to go, a process has to happen step by step. And the first process is actually, uh, being safe in the Premier League. But the result of that is that you could be offering far too much money for you know uh, players who will give you survival only. Bear with me 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. I've been watching your comments while I've been having a pee, you cheeky bastards. Right, anyway. Right. Let's through Tamworth. Hi, let's through hope you well. Hi, hope you well, mate. Right. Stefan says, come from a club like Bournemouth to Newcastle, big step with little expectation indoors. Well, yeah. But also as well, Eddie Howe, I'll be completely honest with you guys, right? Eddie Howe had a mindset that he was bigger than what he actually was as a name in the managerial kind of circles. Cardiff approached Eddie Howe before they appointed Mick McCarthy. Now, remember, Cardiff just come down from the Premier League, not the season before, but the season before then. And apparently, Eddie Howe's response to it is that I can do better than Cardiff. Now, then he was heavily linked to the Celtic job, and that didn't happen. Don't know why. Eddie Howe needs to make this work, and he needs to have. He needs when he does leave Newcastle, and I'm convinced probably next season or season before, and then he'll get a proper big name. Do you know what I mean? For the next level. But he needs to have his kind of credibility intact, and surviving the drop this year will go a hell of a long way for that. I don't know if he will. Bernie, hey Bernie, hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Welcome back. Randy said, "Why is Xhaka always a scapegoat, Bernie?" Right. Let me try and think. Xhaka doesn't help himself. Let's just start it off with that. Xhaka doesn't help himself. He thinks he's an enforcer, but he's not as intelligent as an enforcer should be. Right? Enforcers are very, very intelligent. They will do a professional foul and make it look like, an accident to ensure that they don't get a yellow card. Xhaka does think he is an enforcer. I am convinced. Xhaka thinks he is an enforcer. And I'm also convinced that the reason in which manager after manager at Arsenal has always selected Xhaka is because they never had an enforcer in the team, if I'm honest with you, probably since the days of Vieira. I've always been of a mindset you always need an enforcer in the middle of a park, whether a defensive midfielder or one of a pairing in the centre. You always need an enforcer. You always need that guy who's a right dirty bastard. And if anybody counter-attack happens, will do a cynical foul in order that counter-attack don't continue to be even more dangerous than what it is. That's what I think. Xhaka thinks he's that. He's not brainy enough for that. He does the tackles. He does he does some of his tackles, but he's not brilliant. He hasn't got an enforcer mind. The older people will know in the chat what I'm talking about. A Roy Keane, right? A Vieira, a Peter Reid, going back in further. Peter Reid, Tay Fennick. You always had, and even nowadays, right? I know that you don't really get him for it, but I tell you what, Fernandinho was a very, very good enforcer. And it got to a point a few years ago, people were saying, hang on, bloody hell. He's constantly stopping counter-attacks with cynical challenges. But his brain is there, that his cynical challenges come across as mistakes, as you know, you need to have fucking brain. Now, no VAR is here now in the game, right? So, but how many times have we seen on social media, right, where fans of one club say, "How the hell is this not a red card? How is this not a red card? It's not a red card because the football brain, right? You have a counter attack. You have a counter attack. You stop that counter attack no matter what at the earliest position. Thing with Fernandinho, when Man City had a counter attack against him, he'd take that guy out before that guy reached the halfway line, right? So because it reached before the halfway line, many referees wouldn't give him a fucking red card because it wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. But he knew that if he didn't do that, someone else on his team would have to take him out nearer the Man City penalty area, and then that would risk having a red card. It's all about thinking, man. All about thinking. Let's see what it says. Generally think we end up. Oh, you know what? You have reminded me what I needed to talk about earlier on. Okay, cheers. I'll find for that. Right. I'll come back to that actually. Let's see if that's all right. Let me just get to the bottom of the chat because Derby. Stefan says Bournemouth played some nice football, but were dark arts. They weren't. Yeah. Agree. But hey, Eddie Howe fucked up at Burnley, man. Fucked up at Burnley in the 70s. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna do another bloody upload together about fucking tackling in the 80s. Tell you anyone, nasty bastard he was. Anyway, yeah, basically that's what it is. Right. I'll go back to Litchfield's comment regarding Mike Ashley. And you guys who have been watching for the last, 10 minutes, so knew there was something else on my mind I need to tell you. Right, Mike Ashley, right? On the same podcast, Price of Football. Please, listen, if you're interested in the non-pitch kind of information regarding football or football industry, I really do recommend that you fucking listen to the Price of Football podcast. Brilliant. Anyway, we'll go back to it. Well, I was actually on Litchfield's channel, or he was on my channel. We were talking about Derby with a more profile potential new owners. Went on Twitter to say we're out. And as a result, there were rumours that Derby could go into liquidation. Now, and Randy would know because Randy was, Randy's an Arsenal fan. But when that Eck guy used social media to try and back his campaign, I've never been one for potential new buyers to publicly create a shitstorm as they're trying to buy a football club. Because I just think it's all PR bollocks, if I'm honest with you. I was right about Daniel Eck with Arsenal, right? And I knew, Alonso buying Derby, I knew that would happen. I knew that was just PR bullshit because I was in Spain at the time. And this new guy, this American guy, I don't like it. You go public when trying to buy a football club, you're going to fail. And there's also another agenda why you're going public. They say the reason Daniel Eck went public was because Spotify then raised their prices about a week later. And Arsenal fans then were convinced, okay, he's raising the prices so he can help buy bloody Arsenal. Stupid. Anyway, going back to Mike Ashley Derby, it's now come out. The administrator has actually confirmed that Mike Ashley is the leading bidder to take over Derby. However, right, and this is Mike Ashley to a T, and I do love I you know I admire him. I was going to say I love him, but no, I don't love him. I admire him. I admire his bollocks, if I'm honest here. Right, right. So Mike Ashley is a leading contender of um, of taking over Derby, right? Now, I don't know how many people know much about uh, non-guarantee non-guarantee bloody lenders or creditors or whatever you want to call it. Right, so there's a list of non-guaranteed creditors. Normally, if you for example, for example, if my recruitment agency supplied staff to Cardiff City, then I would be a non-guaranteed creditor. So basically, if Cardiff City did go bust, I'd have nothing. Basically, I would have nothing. The guaranteed creditors would have to be paid out first. Normally, 10p in a pound, so they don't get paid much. But right. So anyway, when Mount Morris knew that Derby was fucked, basically, right? He went to local businesses, family people, single fucking, one man fucking bands. He went to local businesses asking for credit. And the majority of one man bands are, non guarantee fucking creditors in the end. But many of them took Mel Morris because Mel Morris is a local Derby guy. Remember, he's made his millions, long before bloody Derby, and he basically, I won't say blackmailed, but it can come across as blackmail, right? He used the local community to get stuff on credit, knowing damn well he wouldn't be paying them back. So you go to Jimmy the painter and say, "Oh, hi Jim, it's Mel Morris, bloody Derby. Hi Mel, how are you? And listen, we need a few bloody offices painted. Can you do it? Yeah, no problem." Well, because Jimmy lives in Derby, Jimmy would be a bit more lenient to his hometown club because he wanted to help his hometown club. So Jimmy does the work. He gives Mel Morris a 30-day invoice. 30-day invoice never get paid. Right? Mel Morris done that for tens, if not hundreds, of local suppliers. I think it's an absolute freaking disgrace. So roll on now with Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley comes in as the preferred. So far, it's the preferred bidder. Right? What Mel Morris also done as well, I need to bring this in before we go on to Mike Ashley. What Mel Morris also done as well with the workers, the backroom staff, the ticket office staff, and all that staff at Derby, Mel Morris deducted the tax and national insurance from the workers' monthly or weekly paychecks. Now, normally, what you would do, as a recruit, I run a recruitment agency. I deduct the tax and national insurance for every worker, and then that gets built up. At the end of the month, I have to send it to HMRC. Right? That's how it works. I wish it didn't work like that and HMRC collected it themselves, but that's the job of your employer. But what Myanmar has actually done was deduct the tax and national insurance from the workers. It didn't go to HMRC. So as a result, HMRC are now proper pissed off with all this, right? But they are a guaranteed creditor. That's the difference. HMRC are a guaranteed creditor, where Mike the fucking painter or whatever is not. Mike doesn't get a fucking penny for the lost income. HMRC will get money. Right? Right. So now, Mike Ashley is now the leading fucking bidder. However, there's issues. So Q Maguire, Price of Podcast fucking partner is like, well, I've looked into this, why there are issues. And, his co-host said, go on and tell us, Q. Well, basically, there's rules, there's EFL rules, right? But if you go into administration, if you buy for like the lowest price possible, right? It's rumored that Mike Ashley will buy Derby for 50 to 60 million or 50 to 65. However, if he buys at the lowest price possible, which is rumored to be 50, it is under, there's a rule saying that you have to buy a club in an administration over a certain percentage to, over a certain percentage. So it would have to be like 65% of the value of the total debts, right? But unfortunately, this is what Mike Ashley's done, right? He's gone to the administrator. Okay, I'll give you 50 million for Derby, right? So the administrator's now come back and said, okay, Mike Ashley, you can give 50 million, but unfortunately, it's under the EFL rules. So that means you still have to pay all the guaranteed creditors their full money, not like 10% or something, right? That adds up. The guaranteed creditors adds up to about 15 million quid. So if Mike Ashley was going to buy Derby for 50, you'd have to pay the guaranteed creditors an extra 15. In total, 65 million quid. In total, you'd have to pay for it. Mike Ashley now has gone to the administrator because HMRC are one of the biggest bloody guaranteed creditors, right? Because they haven't had the money for the workers' tax and national insurance. Mike Ashley's gone to the administrator. No. I'm willing to pay 50 million for the club. You can go to HMRC. Remember, it's a British taxpayer, in other words. You can go to HMRC and you can say, look, we have a buyer for this club in administration. However, he's not willing to pay 100% of what he owes you. He is willing to pay 30%. He's willing to pay 30% of a bill only because he's gone in cheap as fuck to buy Derby in the first place. He's now fucking trying to push HMRC or, for example, the UK taxpayer into a fucking corner. And that's basically why Derby hasn't been taken over by Mike Ashley yet, because they were still waiting for a response by HMRC. So guys, as UK taxpayers, would you say, look, 20%, 30% by Mike Ashley is more than nothing? Maybe as a lover of football, would you say, look, just get it done, fuck him. However, there's another thing as well. If he was to do that, Derby would have, because of the EFL rules, Derby would have a further 15-point deduction. If he doesn't pay HMRC 100% of the debt in which has gone against Derby, Derby will have a further 15-point deduction. So what they're thinking now, Mike Ashley is saying, okay, they think, right, because people know Mike Ashley, know his background, they think, okay, is Mike Ashley thinking, okay, let's buy on a cheap, let's give HMRC 20%, let's take a 15-point deduction, we're already down anyway. I'd still be saving millions because I'm not paying HMRC the fucking money they deserve. I don't know. You guys tell me. I know I waffled on a bit, but I do hope that you guys actually got the points I was trying to make. Honestly, right, what I'm going to do, bear with me, right? I'm going to go off camera for a minute. I'm going to get the link to that Price of Football podcast. I'm going to put in a chat as well. Absolutely, it's fascinating, man. It's absolutely fascinating. Bear with me. There you go. I know I waffled on a bit, guys, but honestly, the link of I know that I do use Apple, so it may not connect to your phone if you aren't an Apple user. But please, guys, if you like a background of how dodgy football can be, the football industry can be, you would love the Price of Football podcast. I tell you, unbelievable. Bernie says he got away with it loads. Yeah, no why? Because he's a very intelligent bloody. He's a very intelligent fucking man, businessman, very intelligent businessman. Uh, so, hey, I have already. Right, come on, do fucking, let me know. I'll send you a bloody link. Come on, do a chat. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I'll send you a link if you want. This whole fit and pro, yeah, it's absolute joke, man. Absolute joke. What else did we did go into fit and proper. Many, I can't remember. You did say that, Burnley. You did say it'd be a draw. I knew it. Well, no, I didn't know because I did actually put Arsenal for bloody to score even after. One second, I'm gonna send Ryan a bloody link. He probably won't come on, right? He probably won't come on, but I'm gonna send him a link so you lot know that. You lot know that I'm not bullshitting really. Uh, anyway, until that loads up. Like our young owners, it could be another Sunderland. I think it's a bit different now, if I'm honest with you. I think the Championship is a bit different, Burnley. A couple of years ago, especially with Sunderland, I think the Championship was more evened out. Now you have the clubs, the West Broms and Norwich and all, and they basically play in the parachute payment fucking game. As a result, you got two, if not three, bloody two, if not three, fucking leagues now in the Championship as a result. Am I crying, Browner? No, I'm not crying at all, man. I'm not crying at all. Let's field. Oh, I can't get a fucking thing. Can't give a link now, can I? Typical of me. Let's field. Hang on. 1 second. Fucking thing is not working. I guessed. I am going to send Ryan a link, whether he likes it or not. Okay, right, I've done it. Up to you if you want to come in. Right. Nath, if you want to come in, let me know as well. Right. I've gone back a bit now. I do apologise. Brownie, could you see Mike Ashley going to Blues maybe? Mike Ashley was Mike Ashley's team was put in his was shown an interest against many championship clubs, because let's be completely honest here, right? Gone are the days where you buy a Premier League club and you make money. Easiest way to make money, and the risk is huge, is by buying a championship club, taking them to a Premier League, and selling them at Premier League. To some fucking stupid oil rich bloody thing. That's a way to make money. So, yeah. Seven Seas would like to see Butch Campbell. Oh, yeah. Isn't that thing which Sam and Jordan have brought up quite often, really? Right? It basically, why don't rich British businessmen take a punt on British football clubs? Why don't they? If the business mind is there, why don't they do that? And you know why I personally think? It's because they know they would lose money. Whereas the Premier League, because it's a global fucking brand, you just, with Cardiff, you just wanted Vincent Tan to go to bloody Anfield and all that. But I think it's more common sense reason why British football club owners don't own Premier League clubs, and that's because they're convinced that you don't make money in football. Yeah, you take Southampton. Southampton were recently sold to a Serbian owner, but the former Chinese owner took a hit of over £100 million because he just wanted out. Now, Southampton, whether you like it or not, okay, they've been Premier League club for quite a while now, getting Premier League money. I don't know. Hey, where's these bloody super chats, you fucking stingy bastards? Right, the top of the chat as well, guys. If you want to become a member, would be much appreciated. Right, Chris Wood. We want to talk about that again. Chris Wood, obviously, unreal as the Newcastle striker. I like him, if I'm honest with you. But I do think that Kiefer Moore is a better striker than Chris Wood. More pacier, more intelligent. It took him a while, I'll be honest with you. It took Kiefer Moore a while throughout his career to understand his position and so on. But I do think that Burnley getting rid of him for that money and then getting Kiefer Moore as a replacement, then able, with the money left over, to help out other areas within the starting 11, I do think that could be an intelligent move, really, by Burnley. Nathan says link. Bear with me, Nathan. Well, I was going to send you a bloody Price of Football podcast link, then, Nathan. One more. Oh, I'll have to do it off you. Nathan, I'll have to send it to you, your Twitter, okay? Send it to your Twitter, Nathan. I do apologise, my bloody phone's not working. I don't know why. Streaming has been alright, but I can't stream off two different fucking gadgets. Right, come on, we'll talk about this today. I don't know whether YouTube will accept. Woke up late, is Boris still PM? Right? Now, right, okay, we'll bring Nathan in, before I answer this, and I'm going to give my thoughts, and then Nathan can give his, and then I'm going to go to the toilet, and everyone in the chat can give it. Right. Right. Woke up late. Is Boris still PM? Now, people who don't know, we were on about Boris Johnson apologising for a garden party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I get it. I do get it why people are annoyed. I do get that, people couldn't go to their own family members' funerals and so on during that time because they couldn't get together and so on. I get it. However, after being in politics a very short time, I'm beginning to wonder, is this a diversion because something else have happened? What do you think, Nave?
Well, the comment I put out earlier, I don't think you read it. I think my comment was a bit controversial earlier about the government, but I can really tell you this COVID. Nah, I'm a bit skeptical on it all now. I've read things, and I'm a bit skeptical on America and the UK at the minute, because America and the UK wanted the NHS to become American, and for America to have free healthcare service as well.
But hang on. That's always been a campaign from Labour Party, right?
Well,
right?
no, Conservatives.
No, hang on. I'm old enough to remember, right? Parts of the NHS been privately sold to private companies by the then Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair.
Oh, Tony Blair. Okay. Well, with this all,
Wales. 1 second, Nate. Sorry, Wales is run by Labour. Has done for ever since the Welsh government started. Always been Labour, right? The Welsh NHS is absolutely gone tits up, right? So that's a prime example that no matter what rosette you wear, whether it's red or blue rosette, the bottom line is whether people a serious adult conversation needs to be done about the NHS.
It does, yeah.
Right, right. I've lived in countries where a lot of private insurance do happen.
Yeah.
I've been completely honest with you. There was a period in my time in which I thought about going private, taking private insurance.
Hmm.
But the only thing that stopped me, was thinking, hang on, if I take out private medical insurance, which will allow me to go to private hospitals and everything,
Yeah.
why do I have to still pay national insurance, even though I wouldn't be going into NHS hospitals?
Yeah.
I am not paying twice for my medical, and that's the only thing I've ever stopped me fucking
Hmm.
going private.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think, and I know we don't really want to talk about politics on this channel, and I know you don't really want to talk
It's
about,
late night Q&A. Anything
but
can go.
but it's a late night Q&A, and I've said this for weeks now. I'm sorry, but I know these COVID, and I know people have died from COVID, and I'm very sorry about that. And the country has suffered from that. But is this COVID no worse than the flu? Now, I don't know if you've read the reports in Spain today, Brownie, but Spain have lowered the COVID level to flu level.
Yeah, but the thing is, hey, right? The thing is different. Is what you got to remember. What you have to remember regarding Spain,
Yeah.
right? The Spanish economy is tourist, right? Many of my friends have moved to Dubai from Spain because Marbella. If I'm honest with you, I don't think Marbella tourist economy will ever get back to how it was before COVID. I mean that, right?
Yeah.
So again, is it a diversion tactic? Are they only doing this because Spain are like, fuck, we are fucked financially?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, everyone's fucked financially, and
Yeah.
and with Boris apologising, the quote he made was, "I did not know this was happening. I have just found out this was happening, and I am very disappointed in my government." Now, if you're very disappointed in your government, leave the government. Let the public vote. Let vote in all confidence in this government. That all the public have no confidence in the government, and let Boris go. And let's have a general election, because I tell you what, this general election will tell you even more. I take the votes from Conservative will be down, and the Labour. Oh, don't get me started about the Labour MP in Shields. I don't even want to talk about her, but there's a bit of scandal going on there. But I tell you what, there would be no Conservative government if there was a general election now. The voting polls I looked at this morning, Labour would win it by a majority of 83.
No. Right?
They would in the UK. They would.
No. Right? I'm right. Do you want me to? Do you want? Because I studied politics for
Well,
so bloody
yeah.
long, right?
Mhm.
This is my opinion, my only opinion, right?
Well.
Right? How I think this will plan out. All this has been planned out for the last couple of months, right?
Of course it has been. Yeah.
Right? Right? It's all been planned out. You're trying to tell me that the newspapers knew about this. I tell you what it probably was, right? Tory backbenchers. All this has been planned out, right? First thing, you leak fucking, you leak. They probably set the fucking party up in the garden party up in the first place.
Probably did, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you how I think this will fucking go. The process of this will happen, right? Conservative MPs know that Boris has been a letdown, right?
Yeah.
He has
Exactly.
let down.
Of course he has.
I lived in London when he was
Yeah.
mayor. And I'll be honest with you, I thought he done a proper good job as London mayor, right? I did,
I agree
right?
with that. Agree he did
And
well with London.
I thought he would do a good job as PM. No, I did. I did think that. I did
Really?
think that, right?
Okay.
I did think he'd do a good job, but I
Yeah.
now look back and I found he's been the biggest letdown of a PM since Blair,
So you never
right?
put Theresa May in that? What did you
No,
think about
I
Theresa May?
never rated Theresa. For me, I rated Johnson before he became PM.
Yeah.
I never rated Theresa May, so I wasn't let down by her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but this is my opinion. How it will work, because the Tories are very, 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 very cynical, right? And the older guys in the chat will know this. How it will work. The Tories know we got a rough idea Johnson may not be able to win the next election, right? Now
Yeah.
all this has come out. The Tories will now topple Boris Johnson one way or another.
When?
One way or another, they will topple Boris Johnson.
When's
Right?
that going to be, though? Are we going to
I
wait?
don't know. I can't give you dates, but I'm just telling you how it will all
Yeah.
pan out. Right? They know Johnson won't win the next election. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they've given the media all these fucking photos about his garden parties and all that, right?
Yeah.
So the media have gone with it, right? Now the public outcry has come, so that will give a backing of a toppling of Boris Johnson. So then someone else will come in, maybe a Savage Javid or someone like that. But anyway,
A Jacob Rees-Mogg?
another Tory will win the Tory leadership.
Yeah.
In the eyes of many voters, right? That's a clean slate.
Yeah, but then we'll have to go to a general election. You can't. They haven't got a mandate.
In the eyes of the Tories and the Tory campaign fucking leadership,
Yeah.
that's a clean slate,
Okay.
right? So it's kind of like Tories press a restart button, and then lo and behold, you go into a general election without the anti-Boris fucking voters because he's out of it, and
Yeah.
the Tories will win again.
Well, my thoughts are now. I predicted the first 3 lockdowns. I based when Boris said the country's suffering with COVID. When COVID first happened, now I knew in December about China because it was all over Chinese news. And I was keeping an eye on something, and I was like, ooh, something's going to happen in the UK in January, February, March. It did. First lockdown happened in March. And when Boris come out on that 8 o'clock, and I'm sure everyone watched it, 8 o'clock it was on ITV or whatever channel you were watching, he said, we now need to lock down. We now need to lock down, but only for 4 weeks. Now we locked down for 4 weeks. What happened? Cases gone even further up. They were reporting more COVID cases in March, April, May, when we're in lockdown than they were out of lockdown.
Well, that's what's happening in Wales.
Exactly.
That's what happened in Wales. Right?
So why is it only 77 cases today of COVID today? And we're not even in lockdown, but in Wales, there's about 185
this is but hang on, this is another thing, right? Right? These fucking polls and graphs and bollocks, right? When they first started coming out about COVID,
yeah,
I think it's a generation thing. I really do think. Before I go any further, this is a generational thing, right? My mum, my parents, they are in an older age bracket, and it was fucking drained into them that the older generations will have it worse, right?
Yeah.
That's why you need your fucking kids, your grandkids to fucking have a jab because to protect the older generations, right?
Yeah.
So right from the start, the older generations supported the fucking lockdown and everything because basically it was drained into them, but it would save their lives.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I can tell you.
Hang on for a sec, right?
Okay.
But when I went back to the UK,
Yeah.
Right? When I was in Spain, I hardly fucking touch politics. I hate politics after my experience, right? But when I went back to the UK, my mum, I'd be watching the news with my mum about COVID. I'd oh, it's a load of bollocks. Oh, no. Wait, I said, right. I said, hang on, mum. I said, last year, the same politicians done dodgy things with second houses and shit like that.
Yeah.
Done fraud.
Exactly.
Last year, I remember you telling me that when the dodgy politicians, they should go to hell, rot in hell. Now the same politicians, a year later, you believe every single word that comes out of their mouth, and you think, it was doing my head in. I was falling out with my mum so much.
Yeah.
I was like, it became a generational thing. It became
It did.
the younger against the older.
Yeah.
But the older not realizing that younger had more knowledge about it because they know the internet stuff, information, fucking boom.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'll tell you one older generation who didn't believe all this was me nana. And me nana said, fuck COVID. It's fucking the flu, man. It's winter season. Why do you think it gets bad on winter season, Nathan? I says, because people get bad on winter because of flu, because of measles, stuff like that. She went, yeah, exactly. She went, it's just that. She went, what did the book say? I went, what? The book of...
When the graphs first started coming out, right?
Yeah.
People just looked at the graph, right? From the bloody National of Office Statistics.
Yeah.
They just looked at the graph. What they
Yeah.
didn't look was a small writing at the bottom.
The hospitalizations and stuff like that.
Right? No. When they first come out, right? What they were saying is that any fucking death after 28 days of having a positive COVID test would be down to you dying from COVID. So,
Yeah.
so let's put this right. I have a positive fucking COVID test on day 1.
Yeah.
On day 27, I go out in the street and a bus knocks me over. However, because it's under the 28-day rule, my death certificate would say I died of COVID.
Mm.
Do you know again?
Which shouldn't be. It should be you died from car crash, not COVID. And why did you think there was no cancer cases or flu or anything else? Like normal stuff. I know, like flu, cancer, stuff like that. Why do you think there was no cases of that? Why was that not being reported?
Cheddars were lavish. Cheddars were absolutely lavish, bloody. Cheddars fucking...
You would look on YouTube, you will find the COVID was around the 1975-ish. There's a government information film about it.
Different variations, you know.
Well, you've got the Delta, you've got the...
Right, Box says, politicians go into politics want to make change. They all fall in line. Right, Box, you know what? Right,
I wouldn't.
No. Listen, I completely agree with you, and I personal fucking experience of this, right? Okay, county councils many years ago, right? And you are right. Everyone wants to make a change, and they put their fucking leaflets through and everything. And right? However, I can only talk on county council level, right? However, politicians themselves hardly make any decisions. It is suggestions from council officers, and then the politicians have to vote for or against that. Some of them, I'll be completely honest with you, Nath, right?
Yeah.
Some of them were only voted in because they may do like a Christmas hamper for all the old ladies or all old couples in their local area. And everyone think, oh, he's a good man. I'll vote for him. He's be a good man, be a good councillor. What people don't realise is that county councils handle tens, hundreds of millions of pounds, and they got a lot of jobs at risk. So this guy who may be thick as shit, but every year he goes around fucking selling raffle tickets or giving Christmas hampers to fucking old folk.
Mhm.
You put your faith into a guy who can't hold down a full-time job for the last 50 years.
Fucking hell.
Right? No, but that's basically what it is. So when these people get voted, I seen it with my own eyes, man. When these people get voted in,
Yeah.
right, for 4 years, then they haven't got a fucking clue because
What they're doing.
right, county bloody issues, county fucking right. You're on about budgets and everything else, completely out of their depth because
Oh,
they
yeah.
just they've only sold a fucking raffle ticket in the local area for the last 4 years, right? I'm telling you, this is how it is, right?
God.
They just go with the flow. They just go with the flow. And I know it sounds quite let me think now. Dictator-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I know it sounds dictator-ish, right? But I am convinced this is not that level. County council level is probably where in Wales it'd be the Welsh. It'd be Parliament, UK Parliament, then Welsh government, then county council. So third tier of
Third
fucking
tier. Yeah.
of politics, right? I'm convinced it's definitely at the Welsh one. Could well be at fucking Westminster, right? Same kind of platform.
These
These people are so thick. I go say, look, scrap all the fucking MPs. Let's go fucking dictator. Let's just fucking have one man without any officers, any MPs. Just have one man and say, look, it's on your fucking head now.
No, because then if you put it on Boris, then we'd be fucked. The country would be fucked. Put it on, like, what I'll say is now, why don't we just give up one Conservative, give up one Labour, and a new party comes forward?
Yeah, but listen, the problem is, right, you've got Stone's fucking voter. The amount of times I went around fucking campaigning before elections, and I'd be knocking door, and they say, oh no, I'm voting Labour. I said, why would you vote? I was an independent most of the time when I was knocking doors.
Well, I'd be independent, mate. I'd vote for independent.
Well, my mother voted Labour, my grandma. I said, hang on, have you not got a fucking brain yourself? You know what I mean? Sure. Anyway, Rob says we both. Yeah, I'm definitely coming on, man.
Yeah, we'll both come on, man. Just talking about obviously the government because it is a subject.
Yeah, God knows where this is going to end. There's probably going to end up with fucking YouTube fucking warning. I don't know.
Who cares?
Stefan says, ladies fucking his council officers moving one pay. Honest to God, man. Honest to God.
I don't like how, and I can put this from personal experience. I don't really want to go into it much though, but I can go into a bit of it. I don't want to, like, I can put it in personal experience. Now I'm waiting for a diagnosis of special needs. I've got moderate learning disability, but God knows what fuck else I've got, right?
Well, you got a sick betting disability as well, Nick. But,
yeah. I could put that down as it. But I'm waiting for a diagnosis, and fucking it's taken for fucking ever. I rang them today. Oh, you're on the waiting list. It takes 2.5 fucking years. All right, so I've got to wait 2.5 years. This government with special needs, even with special education, are shit. Now, whoever can run a country, and with obviously PIP and whatever it was called before that, DLA, try and cut costs for special needs is a disgrace. Now, Labour tried to do it back in when they were government. Conservatives have tried and done it. But come on, you shouldn't have to wait 2 years for a diagnosis. You should be on the fucking.
Box says, hey Nate, and I tell you what, before I go into Box comment, I just want to agree with what Rob said. Fair play, you've been open, because I know I don't like I've never fucking I'm not. If people want to be open, it's up to them, but I don't push people to be open.
No. I just want it because I was really.
Sometimes I can have a couple of drinks. I can be open about my bloody upbringing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's my decision. That's my decision.
Oh, when you have a few drinks, yeah, it leaves the pain. But
Box says Labour and Conservative need each other. bang on, and I'm going to come back to that part.
Oh, exactly.
If you want right, I tell you why, right? I lived in Australia, right?
Yeah.
And the reason, what fucking election? It was a couple of elections, right? But
Yeah.
if you don't vote in Australia, you get fined,
I thought you get fined in the
right?
UK if you don't vote. That's what I thought.
No,
It
no,
fucking
no,
was.
no. Right, if you don't like any of the fucking candidates, there is none of the above box, so you can fucking cross that. Don't like any of them, none of the above box. But you still legally voted, and you get
Eh?
fined big time. You get fined big time. You get fined.
So can
Top of
you
my
do that
head.
in the UK as well? None of the above.
No. They haven't got none of the above box. You see, right? And
Twat.
this is why I support box's first fucking part of the comment. Right? I've always fucking supported, our ancestors, especially, our mums or grandmothers and all that. Fucking many of them died for the right to vote.
Yeah.
Right? I've always said, go down the fucking fining people of not voting. However, you'd need a none of the above box just in case. You can't vote for someone if you don't like any fucking candidate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Right? But the reason, I am convinced the reason in which they don't do this is because if they did do it, then it'd be a massive shift
On none of the above.
on the results.
Yeah, there would be, wouldn't
Right?
there?
Simply because the people who can't be fucking asked to vote are fucked off with both of them, so they don't bother voting. Right?
I
So
voted for.
what they would do, right? And I'm talking a few years ago now,
Yeah.
right? What many people would have done, I'm telling you, if they had a fine if you don't vote policy, Nigel Farage
Would have won.
would have fucking had quite a big fucking
Well, of course he would
area
have.
in Parliament, but he would have because people he fed on people being really fucking angry, no matter whether it's Conservative or Labour.
Oh, I vote for Nigel. I fought for.
But those people would always stay at home and he
Yeah.
never fucking vote.
Yeah, I voted for the Brexit Party in the last election. I'll tell you why. The Brexit Party, I only voted for them because I didn't want to vote for Labour. I didn't want to vote for Conservative because our Labour MP is the most shittest MP you could ever have. Now, she doesn't know what she's doing. Now, I've campaigned to get her out, but that didn't work. But Brexit Party, the only way their values and they wanted to get the country back on track, and that's all I want. I didn't want Brexit because Brexit meant we'd lose a lot of workers, we'd lose a lot of jobs. Now I didn't want to do that.
Well, but I tell you what, from my personal experience, Nate, right? And it's from my personal experience. I went for my first county council elections in 2004,
Yeah.
right? And I lost by 13 votes,
Freaking hell.
right? Now, if you went, if you took part, if you were part of a party or campaign or something, you'd have tickets. And people who would do postal votes,
Yeah.
right? How it would work with the postal votes would always be posted a week before the official campaign
Yeah.
can be launched, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you got whoever's already in power, you're giving them an extra week of campaigning, where when it officially you can't you can't campaign at all.
Mhm.
Me as an independent, I just had to wait. Right? Those fucking postal ballots then had to be sent about a week and a half before the fucking
Yeah.
the actual election.
Which I think's wrong.
And they would be opened up. Those boxes would be opened up the night before with fucking proper count. So you could go to your local leisure centre and watch the night before. You have a rough idea then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So when I went there and I was watching all these fucking postal votes coming in, I thought, fucking hell, it's weird. proper weird.
Mm.
You know, I'm getting absolutely hammered here. That's not what I was fucking listening to on a bloody doorstep.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely hammered. The following day, you had the postal, you had the ballot paper things.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
actually battered it. I actually battered it, right? And I couldn't make sense of why the postal votes were so different to the votes. These people are living in the same area, they got the same issues, and I couldn't figure out why the voting was completely different.
Yeah.
A week later, right, a week later, a nurse from an old people's home,
Yeah.
which have been derelict now, right? Come to me, he said, look, please, Adam, please don't fucking mention me, right? But the week before, the sitting Labour councillors went to the old people's home. Many of these old people were fucking blind,
Yeah.
and they were filling out their fucking postal voting papers and sending it.
Oh, that shouldn't be allowed.
You
Shouldn't
know
be
what I mean?
allowed.
Right, let's go back. Yeah, we will. But that you know,
That
sorry,
just
sorry,
that just
guys.
means.
Let's go back to fucking talking football. No, hey, it's a late night Q&A. Listen, whatever fucking topic you want us to talk about, we will fucking talk
We'll
about, right?
talk about it. We're
We
open.
may be fucking uneducated and fucking talk bollocks.
Oh well, I like watching Parliament. I like watching what
Well,
goes
Ryan,
on.
it's ended up in politics, Ryan. Come on. Simply because
You're
I've
not
sent you
on.
a link to come on and you haven't come on.
Come on,
As per
Ryan.
usual.
Come on, Ryan.
Come on, and we'll talk about Arsenal.
It'd be fun to talk about
I
Arsenal.
do
So,
need to refresh this, Nate, right? So bear with
okay.
me. First one of the night.
Yo. Welcome, Rob Wilson. Huge supporter of mine, aren't you? What, Rob? Come on, let's get some. God. So you've only had a fresh one tonight. When you were back in Wales, you'd have fresh like 800 times.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. No, it
YouTube
surprised
should
me,
have
really.
stopped.
It surprised me because I was like, well, before the watch along, Nate, I can't stream two things at the same time. So I can't watch YouTube on my phone and be on YouTube on a you know, do you know what I mean? And I'm
Sometimes,
nervous, Nate, when I
Brownie, that happens though sometimes. Sometimes happens with me. But what you do is you just keep it going for a bit and it sorts itself out. Obviously, because you've only had internet for what? A couple hours now? Would have been a couple hours. Give the internet sometimes to settle in because it needs to settle into its connection. It takes 12 days to proper go up a level.
I got you.
That's what they said
Rock
to
said
me.
we need Brownie channel. We'll no.
Don't
we
worry.
don't.
Don't
No,
worry.
we don't. I'm telling you now, Box, bloody hell. Some of the things in which I was actually offered a bribe one time, right?
Now.
£750,000. £750,000, right? If I could convince a planning
Plan
idea,
permission. Yeah.
planning permission, £750,000, and
I'd take it.
every other fucking councillor I could convince would have £250,000.
Yeah.
We'll all have fucking bank accounts in Isle of Man. Nah.
Brownie, I would have took it there. I was like, yeah, I'm ready for
Well,
that.
hey,
Mate.
I'll be honest with you. I was thinking, I was thinking, oh, I'd be up for it. And then I got home and the ex-wife was like, "Are you fucking mad?"
No, I would have took it me. I would have fucking yes. I'll get the
Rob
councillors on
Wilson
board.
says we all laugh at Greta now because she's young, but
Oh
yeah, I laugh. Listen, Rob, I get your point. However, listen, no one that young would fucking know so much information. she's been fed the information by other people, and that's what I don't like. It's basically child abuse, in my opinion.
No. She might not have been, though. She might be watching
Ah,
Parliament TV
bollocks,
like
man.
me, you
Not
know.
that young. Not
I
that
watch
young.
Parliament TV. I can tell you that, because Parliament, you know what? I watch it. I watch business questions. I watch it all.
Okay, the audience decides. Well, fucking decide then, Cheddars, you fucking prick. Only joking. Only
Cheddars,
joking.
get on here, man. Cheddars, I haven't seen you for ages. Come on, get on.
Stefan, I do follow political soon, but very type of comment. The last few days were really one me. Hey, don't.
Oh,
I tell you
it's
what,
one meal.
Stefan.
One meal.
Listen, I used to love politics until I got into it. I thought, nah, this is all a fucking scam, man. This is all a fucking scam, right?
Well,
Right? And absolutely, man, right? The amount of stories I could and dodginess fucking I could do an own channel, but likelihood is that I would be done for fucking slander. Right? I really would. But I tell you what, Stefan, I know that you interested as well. When I moved to Spain, right? When I moved to Spain, the fucking political game and the historical game was absolutely fascinating. And it also included football as well. It also included Catalonia because they were kicking out. You know what? People were scared to death of another Spanish Civil War. I was fucking loving it, if I'm honest with you. I was like, no, bring it on. Right. Let's see who says. We playing this week, Brownie. Blackburn home, mate.
Blackburn.
What's your thoughts on
Birmingham
Cardiff
playing?
now?
Who's Birmingham playing this weekend? Because I'd be very interested to see who Birmingham playing.
Also,
this weekend.
Shanley's right back there, man, on loan to it. Yeah, we did, mate. We did. I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't really know much about him. I do think that the existing right back, I think he's been treated harshly.
Yeah. But you've signed a right back from Leeds. Hopefully you'll kick on now.
No, as I mentioned in the watch along night, right? This window will tell Cardiff fans exactly what the owner wants, right?
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
I'll be completely honest with you. When Neil Warnock took over Cardiff, right? Cardiff were in a relegation zone. Neil Warnock took over, got him to mid-table.
Yeah.
The following season, Neil Warnock won us the fucking championship on a paper thin fucking budget. He got there, right?
Yeah.
Because he knew how to wheel and deal. He was like a championship version of fucking High Redknapp, right? Right? But because the owners of Cardiff are so fucking haven't no clue about football. Yeah. And I wouldn't just say Cardiff, I say many fucking foreign owners are the same. They haven't got a clue about football. They just think of fucking making money. Right? The owners automatically think, well, if Neil Warnock can get us up without spending any money, every other fucking manager can, man.
Well, that's what owners think, though, isn't it? It doesn't work like I know that. And obviously, you were talking about the fit and proper test earlier. And I'll tell you what, the fit and proper test ain't fit and proper. Now, that Saudi takeover, that Saudi takeover should have been left through before we had to go to court in Newcastle. Go to the proper legal court. And that, I don't know if you watched the live stream about it, Brownie, but it was a very good live stream about the court, I tell you.
What? Say that again.
They did a live stream about the Newcastle takeover court.
Yeah, but there's other intentions regarding that, Nave.
Well,
I don't like the way the Premier League just fucking
they accepted it straight away because they knew they were wrong. They were taking bribes from top 6 clubs, apparently.
Oh, hey, I mentioned before you come on the Amanda Staveley fucking Mike Ashley thing. That's incredible, Nave.
It is incredible.
That is incredible. And you know what? I am going to do an upload tomorrow. I may upset a few fucking Newcastle fans along the way, but facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
Can't Tev have a phone, Brownie? What does that mean, Tev have a phone?
But we've got our takeover. We're going to be a big club in the next couple of years, and I can't wait. I can't wait to be supporting the Champions League club.
I guarantee you, pure intents were everyone. Oh no, you can't guarantee that, Rob. Come on, man.
Well, Rob, you lived in Mexico. What was the politics system like in there? Oh, no, I wouldn't want to know.
Terry Dodge says most hated people online.
Terry, I've got a question for you. We're not the most hated people online. We speak fact and truth.
Well, I don't know. Well, hey, come on, Nate. We were talking about my transfer shows, but yeah.
But that's fact and truth.
No, listen, we may be the most hated people online, yeah?
But who cares?
We've got more views than fucking some of the other fucking channels you watch.
Well, you've got more views than anyone.
Thank you very much, Terry, for being one of those viewers.
Yeah, thanks very much. We'd love all the views. If we can get to 1845 by tonight, that'll be great. So come on, 1845. There's a bit of a mission for you.
And then he comes back, he says, Raffle Conman, which Nath, I agree. You were fucking Raffle Conman.
I agree.
Right? The failed politician who ran from Steve in Dubai. Ran from Steve. And obviously, it's not Terry Dodd. It's someone more close to Steve. It's probably
of course it is. Now, right. Yes, the Raffle Conman. He wouldn't have
said ran from Steve. He would have said ran from Daya if it was one of his fucking trolls.
Right?
But, so hang on. Let me just say this now. This is coming from a guy who goes under the radar because so many people in South Wales fucking want his blood and go to live in his girlfriend's fucking apartment under her name.
Yeah, and guess who that probably Terry Dodds is? I can guess who it is. Dave Trevitt, because the messages I've been sent.
Yeah. Dave Trevitt, the guy who fucking texted me randomly. I thought, who the fuck is this guy?
Who texted me as well.
I said, and then I worked out who he was. I said, Dave. I said, get some more fucking medication down here. You're more fucking whiter than a bastard ghost, you prick.
And the threatening messages I've had over the past few weeks, which I haven't told you, Brownie, but I will at the end of this show. The threatening message I've had at the end of the week. Oh, you go to the police. Fucking enjoy. Yeah. Enjoy. Because I've got slander. I've got slander articles about me. And
welcome to the club, Nate. Welcome to the freaking club.
And if they really want me to go to the police, well, my family have already said they'll go to the police with slander articles.
What people think, you see, is that, he doesn't say anything on YouTube now. It's all quiet. But it's not fucking all quiet. You have fucking nuisance calls, dodgy newspaper fucking articles, everything else off fucking YouTube. The guy is a fucking mental case, man.
I had a private call at... When was my last one? What time is it now?
You are like this food. Come on, let's move on. We know who this fucking troll is.
Oh yeah.
He's probably blowing the fucking smoke into his fucking laptop camera right now. Forest should be in the Premier League. Yeah, you're right.
About Forest in the Premier League, I'd love them. You know what, Antonio, when he played for Forest, I knew he'd be a Premier League player very soon.
Well, he was a right back, wasn't he?
He was a right back. Then he was a left wing, and then he became a striker. And you tell you what, Antonio, he's a very good striker. Yes, West Ham fancy shit, and I'm sorry, but if Antonio's shit, then
I knew Stefan would come in. The Championship got massive club as well as Ipswich. I tell you what, League One is getting very fucking packed with some bloody big clubs.
I tell you what,
Sunderland, Ipswich,
Burton. Now I know. Yeah, no, Brownie. Let me just say a bit about Burton. Burton, I tell you what, when I visited Burton, I've got the programme at my mother's. She's got it now because I didn't bring it here. But the programme I had from Burton Albion, it was against Doncaster. I tell you what, Burton are a big club. I was talking to some of the fans, and I wish I got it on camera. But the Burton fans wished Newcastle, wished Cardiff, and I got a few fans saying they wished Cardiff well, they wished Newcastle well, and they wished a few teams well. They said Cardiff and Newcastle were the best away days they've had. They were two
Cardiff fucking treat away fans better than they treat the fucking home fans.
I know Newcastle treat the away fans.
They do, right? In the Cardiff away end, right? You've got fucking PlayStations, fucking Xboxes and everything in the concourse. You haven't got nothing of that you've got nothing of that in the fucking home end.
Have you not even tried to get in the away end, Brownie?
No comment. No.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Brownie? You said no comment there.
Kevin says, Brownie transfer Ronaldo. Hey, come on, Eve. I've had some good ones, Steph.
Tell you
I've
what,
had some good
me
ones.
and Brownie.
I have beaten Fabrizio Romano. People just fucking bring me up on fucking Gareth Bale, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Brownie, what did I say? What did I say about Gareth Bale? We're all wrong on it. Where's Brownie gone? He's had to refresh, hasn't he? Well, what I said about Chris.
What the fuck happened there? I don't know what the hell happened there. I may have to be.
Right. What I was saying
I
is,
don't know what happened there.
I don't know what happened there. You just clicked off randomly.
No, I didn't. It just. But 5-1. Bale. Was it Burnley that said it in the watch along?
Yeah, it was
5-1.
Someone. No, it was someone else. It weren't Burnley. It was someone else. Cardiff fan. It was. I know it was.
Oh, it's me Cardiff or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. But what I said about Gareth Bale, me and Brownie did say this, and we did reiterate this on the other show. It could be this transfer window, could be next. Now we're still going by that. Gareth Bale is unhappy at Real Madrid. Real Madrid have offered him a settlement. Whether he takes it, whether he doesn't.
Nah.
I think it'll be the summer.
I know what the settlement was. Bear with me. Right?
Was it 15 million? I heard 15 million from somewhere.
No.
No, that was in the summer, wasn't it? 15 million.
Yeah, because he had a season left on his contract.
Yeah, it was 15 million.
6 months left on his contract.
Now it's about 5 million or something.
No, we weren't. Hang on. I need a fucking.
Bale will leave this summer, Litchfield and Tamworth. I'd love you to get his tickets to a Birmingham away game. Birmingham home game, I mean.
Basically, he's got 10 million.
10 million
it is. 5 weeks left. 10 million, right?
I'd take it.
Which he can say to Real Madrid, right? I just sit in the fucking stands. I get 10 million, and then I'll run my contract out.
How much did they offer him?
They offered him 3.
Fuck off! I'd take the 10. Fuck that.
They offered him 3 million.
Fucking hell.
But I can see why they offered him 3 million, because they say, okay, we'll give you 3 million. You can then join another club and then get paid double at the same time.
I'm 6 million, 789.
That's why Ozil's contract, Ozil's settlement figure was roughly about half, 50% of it, because that's what the clubs say. Look, it's a settlement figure, but the bonus for you is that you can join another fucking club as a free agent and also get paid wages at the same time we are paying you wages, because it wouldn't be for people who still fucking watch it. It wouldn't be an upfront lump sum of 3 million. Stefan, and people in the chat can join in on this. What constitutes a big club? I think supporter base definitely constitutes a big club. I think, but I also think that things have changed over recent years. I've never fucking think that Man City is a big club. Don't know what you guys would think. Brownie, can I lose away on the card? Oh, I wish I tried to get a ticket, man. I'll be honest with you, I tried to get a ticket. Chef said, I know, I apologize. I know. He's easy, and he's easy to wind up. Especially after a couple of fucking Budweisers. He's coming back. Oh. Bale will leave in the summer. He will leave. Well, he has to leave because he'd be a free agent. 7 says Ozil just took a piss. He did. If Bale actually moves to Cardiff, for example, how much wages do you reckon he'd be on?
5 grand or something. 5, probably. Didn't they say it was about 5 or something? I'm sure they said they were
You
not pay
what?
5. I'm sure they said they only could play him $5,000. Sure it was.
Well, yeah, no, that was that tongue in cheek. That was, if I'm honest with you, man, that was tongue in cheek. But um,
Feel free, whatever you're saying, Terry Dodds. I don't fucking care.
It's not
And
Terry Dodd.
Nathan, the police are looking into
Terry
you.
Dodd is fucking Hagnus McHagnus from fucking Hibernian, isn't it? Or maybe bloody. I don't know. I think it all depends on the FFP, which okay, we'll have a chat about, and it does include fucking Mike Ashley because we spoke about this, Snaith.
Yeah.
Although Newcastle fans will never give him credit.
I will give him credit for the FFP. We can spend 200 million this summer. Brilliant. 200 million this January. Brilliant. Thank you, Mike Ashley. But I didn't like the way.
Well, the only reason you can do that is because Mike Ashley kept the fucking stable fucking club for you. FFP, for what people don't understand, you see, FFP is a period of 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Right? It is not 1 year you have fuck all coming in because of COVID, but you can still fucking buy a whole team. Right? It is not that. You could do that actually. Then that means for the next year 2, year 3, possibly year 4, you don't win nothing. So your outgoings are spread over that period, even though you done the majority of your spending during 1 year alone. Right?
FFP is laughable there, Stefan. FFP is laughable. I agree with you there. I don't agree with FFP. I think it should be different, but that's how it goes in a minute.
Literally 20. Well, what was it? Balogun went on loan to Arsenal.
40k a week at fucking Borough.
40k a week. Terry Dodd, you know what? You're a proper weirdo, mate. Another fucking.
Not a joke, Nathan. You are looking at prison for threats and impersonation. Now also.
Tell you what, Terry Dodd. If you want to complain about impersonation, how many fucking accounts of Terry Dodd have you created?
Terry Dodd said, I'm also screen recording all this as well.
No, don't bother, Nate. The guy is no, it's not even the guy. We know who it is. We know who it is. It's not Terry Dodd himself.
Of course it's not.
You know, it's some fucking bitter old man who fucking...
No.
Brownies. A person who should not be fucking named. Anyway.
Yeah. That's why I'm screaming.
FFP laugh. It is laughable, and you know what regarding FFP, right? FFP, it's more harmful on the amount of wages you pay a player rather than a transfer fee.
Exactly.
Right, it really is.
That's why Everton are in the shit.
You can actually, as long as you're a fucking selling club, is an agreement. You can actually sell a transfer. You can actually spread a transfer fee over 8 to 10 fucking years.
Isn't it 5 or 10 years or something like that?
Right, it all depends on the fucking.
Everton are in the shit. West Ham are in the shit because West Ham won't spend Jesse Lingard's 10 million because his wages, and I tell you why. Because they're in the shit of FFP. Because they're in Europa League, over 3 years, you can only lose 15 million or 5 million or something like that.
Yeah, no, 70% of your earnings.
So West Ham
on 67% at the moment.
67%. So they can only spend 67, 68, 69, 70 for 4%. Got 4% left if they wages, and they can't get Jesse. That's why, and they won't get anyone in January because. Unless they offload players. Who are they going to offload?
Unless they go via the Barcelona route, right?
Want to go to Saudi Arabia?
No. Well, they did go to Saudi Arabia and they've done other things. But Fernan Torres come out on the price. I know. You know what? I hope the Price of Football podcast should fucking pay me bloody commission. I tell you, right?
Yeah, Kieran Maguire. If you want to come on here, jump on here again.
I will. I will get him on. I will get
because I'd love a chat. Even if
Fernan Torres, which Barcelona couldn't couldn't sign because of his wages. He agreed and everything.
Yeah.
How they went about it, how it's now come out how Barcelona went about it.
Yeah.
Samuel Umtiti, right? His contract was come to an end in the summer.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to use these figures to make it easier for people to understand more, right?
Right.
So he was currently on a contract of 100,000.
Yeah.
We know Samuel Umtiti fucking more injured, fucking
Right.
Gareth Bale, right?
Yeah.
So because of FFP and the ruling and how it can work, it can work for or against you. Barcelona went to Samuel Umtiti. Now originally they weren't going to offer him another contract because he was a waste of time, right?
Yeah.
But to get around the FFP and to get Fernando Torres fucking signed, they went to Umtiti and they said, okay, right, listen, we'll offer you a further extension to your contract for 3 years.
Yeah.
However, we're giving you 60% pay cut. Up to you. Do you want to take it or not? Now, because he then took it, because he was like, it's a further 3 years of fucking getting paid well. Okay, not the money I was having, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So it was, so because he did accept that, going over the fucking period of FFP on wages, it meant that Barcelona was able to drop under the FFP limit and as a result sign Ferran Torres on the fucking wages he wanted.
Yeah. But I'll tell you West Ham players: Obelenko, Masuaku, let's think of another one. Deadwood in the squad. Them two. They will not drop wages. They want their wages. Now, I'll tell you what, West Ham need to get rid of Obelenko and Masuaku, because if they don't, West Ham will not sign anyone. The other channel goes on about Jesse Lingard. Oh, I know him. He's going to sign this January. He's going to sign that January. I'm sorry, but he's not going to sign. He is going to Spurs in the summer. It will be great. I think it'll be great.
I knew Jesse Lingard was always going to. He's a guy who's one of the football mercenaries.
He wants to go to Spurs and he wants to be in a top 4 challenge. What is Conte good at? Top 4. Why is Conte good at top 4?
He will run his contract
because he's a very good manager.
Right, guys in the chat, do you think Jesse Lingard wants to go in January, or does he want to be a free agent? Which I'm predicting free agent in the summer, and then see what comes at him.
Where do you think Jesse Lingard's going in the summer?
That's the way football mindsets are going now, Nate.
Exactly,
right?
It is.
And basically,
we've got a player
after player don't give a shit about loyalty to a club. They just want to run their contracts down, become free agents.
Yeah.
And this is what someone said about Aaron Ramsey. Right, listen, you got 6 months left on his deal. Someone comes in for a transfer to Juventus, say 10 million or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right? Aaron Ramsey went and said, no, I'll wait till the summer, and you know that 10 million in which you originally offered will go into my back pocket.
Well, I think that Lichfield Town, I know everything less Lingard won't go to Spurs, but if Spurs offer a massive fee, I think he'll go to Spurs in the summer.
I don't think he will.
Where do you think he'll go? Where do you think he'll go then? Come on.
Newcastle.
I don't think he'll go Newcastle, not West Ham though.
Maybe Everton.
Everton, West Ham, let's go. No, Everton, Newcastle, let's say that. But I don't think he'll go to West Ham because West Ham will not pay his wages. David Gold and Sullivan, we know what they're like. They will not pay his wages.
I don't think he'll go to fucking Tottenham at all.
That's just a suggestion.
I just think that's agent talk. Trying to push West Ham into it.
I think Conte wants it. I do. I feel think Conte wants it. But
United wouldn't sell Lingard to West Ham. That's another thing as well, Cheddar. You are right.
Exactly, Cheddar.
You are right. That's why I was very surprised that Burnley sold Chris Wood to fucking Newcastle, because it kind of like strengthens Newcastle's
It
fucking,
is, yeah. It weakens Burnley.
against Burnley's bloody fight against relegation.
I can see.
There he is. Where's my brother? Where's my brother?
Flying
United.
Pig United. I forgot to say, congratulations on your 50k.
One sec.
Brian's gonna go on mute. Wherever you think he's got tired. But Flying Pig, congratulations on your 50k, mate. Well done. I watch your streams all the time. I don't comment because I'm half asleep some of the times. But you know what? Well done for 50k. Hopefully United do well this season. Where do you think United's going to finish, Flying Pig? It's a question for you. And who do you think Martial will leave in this transfer window? That's a very good question. And who do you think United will sign? So there you go, 2 questions. Who do you think United will sign in this transfer window? And who do you think Martial will leave this season, January? But I think it'll be Villa. Villa are shit. I know Villa have got Phil Coutinho, Lucas Digne, but now United are better than that. I think United will smash Villa.
Right, first of all, guys, if you haven't fucking watched Flying Pig United,
Go and
if you're
subscribe.
not a United fan, right? If you want, just make sure you get the popcorn out every time United lose. Just make sure you get the popcorn out and watch him. I tell you.
This is what Flying Pig just said. I think Martial, B, and Lingard maybe leave, and we'll get Zakaka or whatever his fucking called. You can say that, Brownie. I can't.
Hey, Flying Pig, you owe me a couple of quid anyway with me and my fucking super chats and fucking super stickers. You type get. Never mind. Right.
Yeah.
Literally, depending on what manager comes in after. Hey, literally, I'm telling you now, right? And I have been saying it for
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, right? Mark Bowen, the Zenit St. Petersburg media manager, which I have on, right? The moment Ragnick fucking was appointed, special fucking thing or whatever. I don't even know his fucking role, if I'm honest with you. Right?
Isn't he media manager of Zenit?
Zenit, yes, and English media manager.
I'd love you to get him on again because I've watched it, but I want to get him on again.
You know what? Honestly, he's one of them where nothing is. And I'm blowing fucking hot air up his arse now, right? Nothing is too fucking much for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we'd have a chat when I first had him on a show, right?
Yeah.
It was before the Zenit Lokomotiv Moscow.
Is that a derby, isn't it?
Well, no, I mean, there's a few hundred miles, if not 1,000 miles between them, but it was basically the championship decider.
It's a massive match.
And he nothing is fucking too small for him. And he'd be in the bloody Gazprom arena.
Yeah.
Right? In the fucking media thing, right? So you're talking, and then you pan around the Gazprom arena. I tell you what.
Oh, I'll be mint.
And because at that time I was with Mrs. Putin as well.
Yeah.
My Russian was better at that time than what it is now. Right? But, so we had that. And then we're about the same age group. So we'd talk about the old Russian team or Soviet Union teams, which were very strong in the 80s and so on.
Oh, they were, yeah.
Very strong.
I've been watching back. I've been watching back like World Cups, Euros in the past few weeks.
And then you go on about Russia in the Russian Premier League. Look, I know people may fucking laugh at the standard at times.
Oh, I like it, mate. I like Zenit.
But I'm telling you, right? Zenit and most of them for kids, they
kind of good league.
They go in for free every game. Kids would go in for free, or they give over kids for £1 basically.
That's great to see though, because that's bringing.
it generates fucking future football
Oh,
supporters.
just
Again,
and I think the Premier League, and I know Premier League won't do it, but I think the Premier League should bring it in because they
yeah.
get the TV money. Give the fans a bit of a pound a pound a young fan. Adults
Oh, honestly,
£10.
well,
Do it something good.
I had Mark Bowen on, didn't I, about 2 months ago, say, when
Yeah,
it
I
was,
did. Yeah, I
right?
watched it. Yeah,
And I was even thinking of his job before he was, right? Because it was, they were home to another Russian team, mid-table
yeah.
Russian team, right? But they were playing Chelsea in the Champions League a few days later in midweek.
They
And
were, yeah.
he said, for your views, he said, let's do it before Chelsea game. I said, Mark, are you mad? He said, why? I said, how much work will you have to do before the Chelsea game? You know, being bloody. He said, oh, yeah, I remember. I have to. Thanks for reminding me. I have to meet the bloody the UK fucking ambassador to Russia. Fucking, do you know what I mean? Right?
See, I tell
But
you what,
honestly, I'm not kidding you.
it sounds down to earth, and I love it when people are down to earth. Because speaking to, like, I've spoken to people,
It can be up the
non-league.
arse. It can be up
It
the
can't
arse.
be up the arse. I spoke to Gainsborough manager after Shields beat Gainsborough, and he did not want to speak. And you know what? I like to speak with people. I like get communication going. But obviously, the Grantham manager who was sacked, Colin Palmer. I spoke with him
Yeah.
before, and he's so down to earth. People are
Yeah.
so
We
he's so
haven't
down
had
to earth, and I love it because
Yeah.
people like that down to earth, you love. Shields manager, I hate. He's not that. Lee Pigden, the director of football, he is down to earth. But if you speak to, like, I'm not even going to mention his name because but the Shields manager, he's not down to earth. But when there were two, when there was joint managers, they're down to earth, both
Yeah.
of them. But when there's one
What
of
I'm
them,
going to do in a chat now, right?
there's a
Because
bit
I
of
do
power.
rate it as a whole podcast, right? Listen, viewing figures, it wasn't the best. I'll be honest with you. I had a few Russian viewers and so on,
Yeah.
but for content, apart from the Czech ambassador and probably
Oh, I watched
one of
that back
the
last night. The Czech ambassador. I loved
brilliant,
it.
man.
I loved that. I loved how you got the Czech ambassador. I would never have watched that video if
I
you never
absolutely
mentioned
shit myself. Because that was one of the first fucking podcasts I done.
You in
Shit
Mar
myself.
you in Marbella then, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
was
remember
talking
I remember
about
me and you doing the Euros in Marbella, and I just watched back some of that last night. I was like, oh, it was
I
so
absolutely
nice.
shit myself. I thought, fucking hell, if this fucks up now, because I didn't actually speak. I didn't speak to him until the podcast. I was speaking to his fucking people. Do you know what I
PA,
mean?
yeah, he's PA, yeah.
And I was like, fucking hell. And they're like, calm down, calm down. I said, I can't fucking calm down. The guy's fucking completely out of my league.
The Czech ambassador, what a stream that was. But even when we did the Euros with Ericsson, and that was our first match actually. When me and you first met on stream, Ericsson stream.
Yeah,
What a
that's right.
stream
Yeah,
that
that's right.
was. That made me and you, and we communicated afterwards. And I know we've had all this shit, but we always knew this would happen. We always knew we'd be back as one
Guys,
because
listen, I put it in the chat, right? I have put in a chat. If you ever have fucking 5 minutes to yourself, right? Right? It's not just the fucking conversation I have with Mark,
this
but
is
it's
the
the
Russian one. Yeah.
surroundings as well. The Gazprom Arena, and I have promised that I will fucking visit him in Zenit next year. I
I'd
will
love
do
that.
I will
I
do
love
that.
Zenit. I'd love Zenit. I'd love to go to Zenit.
I will
Love to.
fucking do that. But I'm gonna have to jump down. I do apologize, guys.
The Zenit's in Petersburg. I love watching Russian football. I watch it.
Stefan says I got a subscription to Russian, but I got it as well. That was after the last fucking show I did with Mark.
How do you get the Russian subscription?
It's actually on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fucking live or action on YouTube. It's fucking crazy. Because what happened then? He never told me. Remember, it went absolute viral. The game in which me and Mark were talking before. The Zenit players come out with all fucking abandoned dogs.
All right. So they've got a subscription on YouTube then, have they?
Yeah, Russian Premier League
Russian Premier
on
League.
YouTube. You just subscribe, and then you have live games and everything.
Oh, I'll be watching that. I've
Yeah,
got bets
yeah.
on Russian stuff. I love Zenit. I love watching Zenit. Zenit, Lokomotiv. There's a few of us I watch in the Russian league. I love the Russian football. I love the style. It's quite really, really good. Belarus, I've started, you know, when Denver started doing the Belarus football,
Yeah.
I started watching that, man. I've been watching Slugs for a fucking canny while. It's been like, what the fuck am I watching? But I just, you know what, I watch it because it's Denver.
Flying Pig said, I still think we snatched fourth.
I do as well.
You're in a fucking minority then, because I fucking done. But
No,
anyway, it's still absolute crap at the moment.
I think Man United will do something under Van Beek, but I think your next manager, Mitchell Pochettino. There you go. There's a shout there. Mitchell Pochettino.
Well, Pig claims that Raniak's fucking formation is a cock and balls fucking formation.
It is basically,
because if you think of it, you got the back four, and then you got 2-2-2-2. So the left back and the right back have two set of fucking balls.
If you watch Denver's formation when he does it, 4-2-2, it's funny as fuck. It's like, what the fuck is Denver doing? He should just put 4-4-2. But no. Denver likes doing it the Van Beek way. But tell you what, brilliant, man, brilliant.
Yeah,
I like
Stefan's always in Flying Pig's bloody chat as well.
Well, I'm not in the chat. I'm watching it when I'm asleep. Basically, I've got it on.
Is it on you? It is on YouTube. Russian. I'll find it now for you.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it now. I'll subscribe.
I put in the chat then.
Okay, in the chat. But yeah, it sounds like you're seeing Mitchell Pochettino. What? Does it? Oh well, you know what? It's Mitchell Pochettino. I watched him when he first at Southampton. Mitchell Pochettino.
I don't think he'll end up going there.
Oh, I do. Van Vick will be director of football. Mitchell Pochettino will be the man, and Flying Pig will tell me. Flying Pig, what do you think? Next manager for Manchester United. Come on. You'll be doing a stream soon, won't you? You know me, 2:00 in the morning, aren't you? Right.
Oh, he loves it, man. He loves it.
I'm like, what the fuck's happening here? I've got a notification for Flying Pig. What's he doing at 2:00 in the morning? I haven't been able to sleep the last few weeks. It's killing me. They sleep like I sleep.
The link is in the chat for the Russian chat. But brilliant though. I think if you want I think you have to become a member. The highlights are free.
Yeah.
You have to become a member to watch pro games, which is about $4.99 or whatever.
Which is great because
I'm telling you, you're talking a season long bloody Russian football, man.
What we should do is
whoever the cameramen, like in the World Cup, whoever the fucking cameramen are, right? Oh, they pan in the fucking beautiful Russian girls who like, well, wabang, come on, Adam, you are like a machine. And then,
what we should do, Brownie, is
a week later, you know, you were 0 out of 10 for sex. Hang on, you told me I was a fucking machine last week. I was playing with you. No, you were playing with me because I didn't give you any fucking money when you asked.
Yeah, Brownie. What we should do is we should pick a big Russian game and do it as a watch along. Be great to do.
Well.
When does Zenit play Lokomotiv again?
I don't know. I think Zenit Lokomotiv fucked. Raniak wrecked Lokomotiv. Last summer he spent £30 million on Lokomotiv. They're now mid-table and they finished second last year.
Well, who's big with Zenit now? We can pick that watch along. We do it.
I think Dynamo Moscow.
When they play next, we'd love it. I'd love to do that. Love to do something Russian because we're not all about the view. Yet. Oh. We'll do any watch along us. You survive a watch along, we'll do it.
Is Flying Pig watching now? Because I'm gonna right. If he is watching, right? Did anyone know Flying Pig went to Malaga a few weeks ago?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, he went to Malaga a few weeks ago. He knows what I was living in Marbella for years, listening to his fucking late night shows,
Yeah.
and you know, being a customer to some fucking strip bars and everything, right? And then I'd come home quite regularly. I come home, I don't want to go to bed. I go in the fridge, open up another can, and Flying Pig is fucking there watching, there fucking playing bloody FIFA or something.
That's what
Right?
I do. You know what?
Yeah, yeah,
I've not
4 o'clock in the
I've not been
morning.
able to sleep, so I've been watching your old videos. I've tried to watch like you said. I watched you Zenit one last night. I tried to sleep. I can't sleep through anything. It's horrible.
Well, right? So something like that now because I'm completely. I'm
I've had to take paracetamol to see if I can sleep, but I can't sleep with paracetamol. This isn't killing. This isn't working.
When I'm half wrecked and I'm doing those streams, I was like at the pig. Oh, pig. She fucking danced with her ass cheeks in my face and things like that. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. But the thing was, right, with Flying Pig, sometimes, especially, and Stefan will back me up on this, especially over a weekend, right? Sometimes Flying Pig's missus is in the background. Lovely lady, lovely lady.
Is she?
Right?
I've not seen her. I've not seen his missus.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch about the stream.
Sometimes in the background, you can't see her, but you can hear her. Right?
Oh, you can hear. Oh, I can hear her, but I can't see her. I want to see her.
Right? So
Flying
it's
Pig,
like,
your next stream, want to see your missus.
No, honestly, right? And then bloody, you know, I'd be like, oh yeah, come on, pig. Well, he didn't tell me that he was going to Malaga. Malaga's only about 40 minutes away, right, from where I was.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me, right? So in one of his streams, when he announced that, oh, I went to Malaga last weekend, I thought, fucking hell, you didn't fucking tell me where you went, though. Oh, and then Pig says, oh, I was too drunk on the first day. You fuck off. You know damn well you took up my fucking hints of where to go and everything.
Yeah.
But because your missus is in the background, I was too drunk. I couldn't. You know what? I couldn't move out of bed.
Yeah, of course, Flying Pig. We know Flying Pig. We know where you've been. You've been in them strip clubs. You've enjoyed Malaga. Tell you what, it'd be lovely. Me, you, Denver, and a few of us meet up. Be lovely. Meet up would be lovely.
Well, Denver's coming over here, isn't he?
I don't know, is he?
Well, I think Bahrain. I think we all meet now.
You mean up Bahrain? Well, how much is Bahrain? How much would I have to pay? Because fucking, I'd get
no clue. But Bahrain is the first because we also got interest in F1.
Oh yeah, I've been watching F1.
It's not far away. It's not far away at all. And that's
you've seen my F1 streams. Me watching without fucking them twats. I've been watching F1. I've been watching them all.
Well, Qatar is not far away.
Qatar. Look, if I could get the World Cup final, England. If England win the World Cup final, if I hadn't got there, I would love it. That would be my dream.
I don't think I'd go if Wales didn't qualify.
What? Shut up, Brownie. You'll be an Englishman, man. You're Englishman. Well, go on, England.
No, because I worked for Marbella TV as a freelancer. Marbella TV.
What if Spain got there then? What Spain have got there? Would you not go for Spain?
Yeah, I would if I definitely would if.
Well, Spain have got there, haven't they? So Spain have got there.
Yeah, Spain would always be my second team anyway.
But you know me and you in England beat Germany. I watched England beat Germany back last night. Me and you England beat Germany. We just fucking having a party. You just fucking sad.
Cheddar said, yeah, you did Cheddar's, didn't you? You got Cheddar's. Oh yeah, I did. I asked you about that. You went in London Stadium.
Well, yeah, Cheddar's. But me and Brown did the watch along. So if you watch about that watch along was class. Me and Brownie. Yeah, I was like, yeah, England.
You know what? I was proper panicking. I was proper panicking throughout that tournament because I was thinking.
I know you were.
They knock. You know, the draw has been fucking nice to them.
You sent me 5 messages that day. Should I really do England v Germany? I don't want to be embarrassed by this.
Honestly.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, what a day that was, though. But you know what? When I was in Birmingham and I watched England, was it England v Ukraine when I watched in Birmingham? I think it was. Because I messaged you, didn't I? I messaged you when Spain were playing. They got knocked out, weren't they? I messaged you in Birmingham. Ha ha ha!
I
Spain
am
got
listening.
knocked
I
out.
just need to put my fucking phone on charge.
I messaged Brownie because I couldn't get home, right? But I found a way to get home. I found a way to get home. I was too drunk at the time. I think I spent all my money on Spain to win. Brownie was like, oh, no, don't do that. I was like, yeah, Spain's going to win this. Spain's fucking knocked now. Penalties, like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
How am I getting home?
But with regarding Spain, right? They have gone from within that tournament.
They've gone from a class
They
striker to a
went
shit striker.
from being absolute rubbish
To
in
good.
the later stages, top quality. If I'm honest with you, they should have beaten fucking Italy in the semi-final.
Of course they should have.
Right?
It was on
But-
penalties as well, Brownie. It was on penalties. I watched it
Yeah.
in Birmingham. I was on the big TV. I was like, come on, Spain. I've got 100 quid on you. Oh, fuck's sake. I've lost some quid.
Harry Kane. People in the chat, help us out. Harry Kane. I watched a bit of that game last night, and I knew he was offside.
Well, of course he was. VAR fucking
But
had it.
Harry Kane now missed his chance to go to a bigger club.
Yes. Yes, because tell you what, Tottenham aren't a big club. Conte will make them a big club in a few years. But they're not a big club anymore. They used to be, but they're not. And Arsenal versus Tottenham, we should do that watch along, Brownie. It's at 4 o'clock. I don't know what time it is yours. How many hours are you ahead of us?
4.
4, so 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll be 8 o'clock there. We'll do it, right? Sunday.
It's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, yeah? Right.
But it'll be Sunday.
FIFA, Stefan says FIFA can stick a World Cup on a thing, tax my opinion, fuck him.
But it'll be 8. It would be 8 in there. Obviously, your place on Sunday. We'll do the Arsenal derby. The North London.
But also as well, Stefan, right? Also, no, let me come back to Stefan for a minute, Nate, right?
Okay.
Stefan, with you being English and England going to almost every single World Cup throughout your lifetime, give or take 94,
you love it.
94, I know a couple in the 70s, I know about they didn't qualify, right? The thing is with me, Wales haven't qualified for a World Cup in my lifetime. Since 1958, they qualified in the World Cup, right? Now, I know what you're going to say about fucking dodginess and all that. I completely get it. Don't get me wrong. I completely get it, right? But I do hope you understand as a Welshman, if my country, I'm 43 years old, if my country went to a World Cup, first World Cup in my lifetime, and I was following them home and away in fucking some dark.
Was it? It would if they made the World Cup this year, would this be their first World Cup?
Sorry?
If they made the World Cup this year, would this be their first World Cup?
No, they went. In fact, they should have won the World Cup in '58.
What? So when was the last time Wales were in the World Cup?
'58.
So if they got the World Cup this year, it would be their first time since ¡58.
Yeah.
I love it. England Wales final. I'd love it if we England Wales final.
No, but what I'm saying is that I do hope. Listen, if Wales got there, I will be doing vlogs and everything from World Cup. Now I know I've had some heated discussions with some people in the chat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Regarding this and about human rights and everything, which I do get. However, right, but I do hope that people take a step back and they think, right, put yourself in Brownie's position. He's a football fan. He's followed Wales home and away for many years.
Yeah.
He's seen the fucking dark time. He's gone to Moldova when he lost 5-1 and shit like that, right? He's now 43, and it could well be the first World Cup he's ever fucking gone to. And I do hope as football fans, people fucking understand that, rather than saying, Brownie's gone to a World Cup, human rights, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
It's not football. Right. This is a point I'm going to make before you say something. It's not football fans' fault. It's human rights, right? We here pay our good money to watch football. We'll watch it on ITV. We'll watch it on BBC. We'll watch it on everything, right? It's not the fans' fault. It's in Qatar. We didn't want it in Qatar, but it's the corrupt UEFA and FIFA and anybody else in that organisation who wanted the World Cup in Qatar. It was dodgy money that FIFA paid to go to Qatar, right? It's in the winter, it's going to be different, but we're going to enjoy this World Cup. There'll still be live streams, and Brownie, as he said, he's going to try and get Qatar wheels get through to the qualifier, which will be doing the qualifiers. I would have thought the semi-final and final, wouldn't we, Brownie, for wheels?
You what?
We'll be doing the semi-final and final for wheels, won't we?
Well, I don't. Well, hey, Wales could fucking win it, but yeah, but.
No, I mean for the qualifiers, for wheels to get in the qualifiers.
I do not know what we don't know with fucking COVID restrictions by then. I don't know what I'd be allowed to do, what I want. Be completely honest with you, it more than likely won't be as free as it would be if the competition was in Europe or something. I may have to be very discreet with some of my camera work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so, I mean, for the qualifiers.
But what I will do, I will say, if Wales do qualify, I will be there, and I will be there for the duration.
And Brownie can video call me every day when he's in Qatar, because I'll be fucking jealous as fuck. Brownie can video call me in the stadium. That'll be great.
Says World Cup at Christmas. I don't like the idea of a World Cup at Christmas.
I don't like it, but the final's on my birthday, so come on, give it to me. Yes, 20th of December is the fucking final. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, it's fucking jumped again.
So it'd be a lovely birthday present if England got the World Cup final and won it. I fucking love it. My birthday would be so. You know what? I'm in a World Cup party for my birthday. I'm having.
Seven said, and I agree with what he says here. Certain teams have certain decisions.
I do.
FIFA hate England. As far as I'm aware. Hang on, Seven. Hang on. My memory. 1966 World Cup, did that ball ever cross the line? Never mind, that's another thing.
It did. England. We go.
Well, I do get it, Stefan. I get your point. Cheddar says nearly every country's had absolutely. But
human rights.
What annoyed me the other day, you see, right, is the guy who was having to go at me for, suggesting that I'll go to Qatar for the World Cup and vlog and that, was having to go at me for human rights issues, right? But this guy basically admitted that he was wearing fucking Adidas trainers, wearing fucking Fila fucking tops and everything, who companies pay 2 pence for those garments to be fucking made. It's just hypocrisy, man. Seven says, and England didn't even get the deposit returned. Well, they spent too much on fucking handbags for wives of the bloody delegates.
Well,
that's right.
You know what? The World Cup this year, 2022, which is this year. I can't believe it's 2022 already, man. It's crazy trying to write 2022 in the fucking calendar. But what this year is going to bring, I hope it's going to bring England win the World Cup. Because tell you what, England
wanted it. There you go. Flying Pig is starting to repay his debt to me. No, I'm only joking. Many
what, £2 from Flying Pig?
Character doing it.
Flying Pig, you're a great channel. I'll watch you when you do United. So I watch you more than Mark Goldbridge now. And I used to watch Mark Goldbridge a lot. I watch you more than that now.
No, but what? And I do like Flying Pig when he says, and he is right? When he says, "Thanks for watching me," because let's be honest, YouTube Man United fucking channels are massive.
Oh, they are
absolutely massive.
Yeah.
And the competition he is up against is fucking incredible, right? But when he says, "Thanks for watching me," rather than watching the clickbait nonsense.
Yeah.
Right, who I know he's talking about, but I won't even mention a fucker on my name.
Yeah.
Right? Or bigger channels who are owned by corporate companies.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, it just shows how much the smaller man on YouTube is fighting against, really.
And obviously, my channel will be showing any sport, UFC, boxing, darts on the 3rd of February. Brownie, you'll have it all. It'll be Darts
I hate
UK.
UFC, man. You know I hate it, UFC.
Yeah, but Darts. You'll be showing. It'll be showing it all. Darts Premier League. I'm gonna have
That is
guests.
shit.
Shut up. I'm gonna have guests on. I'm gonna have it all. I'm gonna be showing more non-league content than anyone else. Now, no one else shows non-league content like I am gonna show, because should be showing you Ashton United on Tuesday, Warrington on Saturday.
Who said you
Then
can
I'm-
plug your channel? Who said you can plug your channel? right, hang on. What time is it here? Fucking 5 o'clock or whatever. Right, Stefan says, stop when all of these years ago. Not a good look as a matter. Oh, yeah, I get that, Stefan. I get that.
It's not along the street,
Let me show you
yeah.
something, right? Let me show you something.
But yeah, I'm going to be showing you all of it non-league,
Right.
and I'm sure Brownie will appreciate it when.
You know what? A few weeks ago, I love Adidas trainers. I used to have bloody massive collection.
There you go. I've got Nike.
Well, I used to have massive collection, Adidas classics, right?
Yeah.
And I met with the ex-wife, and it was either continue with my marriage or get rid of my fucking Adidas collection, because it was like taking up my fucking spare bedroom. Right? It was that bad, right?
And you continue with your marriage.
Day, I said the other day, about a month ago, I knew I was coming over here, right? So I wanted to buy a new pair of trainers, right?
You got Adidas.
So I done it online, and I bought these.
They're nice, them. They're nice. Where do you get them from?
Let's just say a website, right?
Oh, right.
Because I'm not going to tell you the exact website for a reason, right?
Well, you can message me privately on that.
The delivery comes, and all of a sudden I'm having 2 packages. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I only have 2 pairs, and they only charge me 1 of the same fucking trainer.
Oh, you can send me that site later.
That is why I'm not fucking mentioning the fucking company in which I bought it from.
Yeah, but you can send me that site later, can't you?
Hang on, let's respond to let's respond to Flying Pig for a minute. It says exactly, man. Thanks a lot. Hey, exact. Listen, Pig, right? Sometimes some of the things do hit home with people.
They do,
right? And they don't realise. And it's not until you actually look into it you realise that some of the massive channels
exactly
are basically big corporate fucking media companies.
Exactly. And Flying Pig, you've done really well. 50k, absolutely amazing. I don't know how many subscribers on now, but
well, yeah, he done really well because I've been supporting him. But never mind, that's another thing.
Massively well done. 50k. It's a massive landmark.
Wasn't you guys like Dubai then? I tell you what, I don't know if I can do it.
Go on then.
No, the view. The thing is, it gets dark very early here.
It does, yeah. I've seen it last.
The morning fucking light gets very late. What was it, about 9 o'clock last night?
9 o'clock, yeah. I think it was. Right? Was it night
but
before?
I tell you what, the view reminds me of Australia, right? It's basically, all the smog.
Yeah.
Really low in the morning. Again, and it burns out as the day goes on. But in the morning, you've got the smog low lying, and then you've got the skyscrapers. Brilliant, man.
What a view you've got. Did you enjoy the beach?
I didn't go.
You didn't go?
No.
Brownie, man.
But on a roof, I got a jacuzzi, I got a pool.
Really?
Yeah. And then on the next level down, gymnasium.
Fucking hell. Move me to Dubai now. Move me to...
No, I've been doing some videos. It was a Kalina video, I think I done.
Mm-hmm.
I done a Kalina video on the roof. I was next to the bloody pool. I didn't... too many lights up there. Like
you went in the pool, did the video, and
I will
in the pool. Oh, fucking hell.
Trainer. You know what? The thing is, Pig, I'm trying to look fucking younger than what I am. That's the problem, you see,
Well, I'm wearing, you know what I'm wearing black and white for, don't you? Newcastle United.
No, well, the thing was, right? I was like, shall I be good-hearted person and
You should have went Bluebird.
tell the company, look, you sent me fucking 2 pairs of the same trainers. You've only charged me one. Shall I be a good heart? And I thought, you know what?
No.
Nah, fuck it.
They're probably watching this YouTube channel now thinking, right, we owe this one a Brownie.
7 says, pink trainers, Brownie. No, hey. Well, is it pink? Well,
it's multicolored. It's multicolored, Brownie.
I don't know. They're not pink, actually. They're orange.
Orange, green, orange and green.
Look at you lot trying to fucking slag me off. Vamos. So, Pig, how many hookers did you get in Malaga, or are you still fucking, or are you still fucking claiming that you just stayed in bed after a heavy night of drinking?
He's not going to say that. His wife's watching you. He's not going to say that. That's a proper trainer, that Nathan.
That's a proper. Fuck off, Pig.
Thank you. Black and white is the colour we wear with Geordie Nation.
Nah, black and white. It has to be. I tell you, it has to be Adidas.
We drew a Man
United. Adidas Sambas.
Who the fuck are Man United?
Adidas Sambas.
The fuck are Man United? When the Reds go marching down.
Look at.
Saudi Arabia, we're rich as fuck.
Oh, hang on. Are you having to go on my bloody dress sense, you cheeky bastard? Right? Frantic says, 0 Brownie. What's a hooker? Don't know. Oh, fucking hell. Right, hang on. I'm going to show you something else. Bear with. Nate, take it away for a minute.
Hello? Oh, private number. Couldn't ring me, the fucking twat. Oh, private number. We're rich as fuck. Well, when the Jordans go rich as fuck. Oh, when the rich is fuck. Oh, when the rich is rich as fuck. It's rich as fuck. You can put as many articles on me, cause I am the champion. So you put my number out on Google.
I don't know what you're talking about now. Right? I'm going to show you something else, right? Right? Because I was in Spain, right?
Brownie, I've just had my third.
Hang on for a minute, Nate. The sizes of clothes were different, European fucking sizes, didn't they? So I had to bloody guess half the time. Before I come over here, I had to basically guess what fucking UK size I was. Right?
But that was fun.
Right? Yeah, and I know I haven't been to a fucking gymnasium for a while, so right, and I've had a bag or two of fucking Haribo, right?
Oh well, we love the Haribo. Have you had a wagon wheel before?
Oh, I hated wagon. Right,
Brownie man. Wagon wheels are the gods.
Is it a northern thing? Because I hate wagon wheels.
Wagon wheels is the northern thing. Like,
I went to Goodson Park, right, before, and the only thing it showed, it was not chips or hot dogs, it was fucking wagon wheels. Wagon wheels in a fucking pint. What the fuck?
Well, I've just had my first private number of today. Oh, it's nice. Nice.
CP company, right? And then when it got delivered, it was too fucking small for me, wasn't it? I have got 4 new fucking tops. All of them are fucking too small.
Waterloo Street, when wagon wheels go DD3, wagon wheels go DD3.
Wagon wheels.
Oh, it's another private number. Private number again, Brownie. Who do you think it is?
We don't want to talk about alcoholism on this fucking show. Right. Go to the camera with a wagon wheel for a minute.
What? The wagon wheel?
Yeah, put a wagon wheel on a bloody...
It's red, it's big, it's red.
It's not big at all.
I love wagon wheel.
I'm not kidding you, Nate, right? No, I can only look on the camera, right? But that is probably, the older people in it, Stefan will probably, that is probably half of what it used to be. Exactly, Flying Pig just said.
It exactly is. Much more than
Much
it used to
smaller.
be.
They used
No,
to be
it is.
massive, man. They used to be massive.
Wagon wheel.
That's fucking shite. Fucking wagon wheels. Absolute. One of the worst chocolate bars. Yeah, they're on par of fucking Bounty, mate. They're on a par of fucking Bounty.
Oh, I love Brownies, brownie. I love them.
Flying Pig, cream eggs. They are now.
I've got cream eggs, I think.
Cadbury's as well, see. Cadbury's were taken over by American firm, weren't they?
Brownie, do you know what these are?
Fucking roses or something.
Oh, yeah. I've got them.
Nah, fuck that. Roses are fucking crap, you see.
Roses.
Because a year later, what you'd have the fucking leftovers, right? And then you put them in the fucking new fucking box of roses. You eat all the favourites and then fucking roses shite, man. They fucking crap.
Wagon wheel.
Is that a northern thing or knife? It's like fucking wagon wheels. Is that a northern thing? I don't think, apart from Flying Pig, who wants to be a northerner because he's a Man United fan. But
wagon wheels are northern. Oh, yeah, wagon wheels are northern. Someone's leaked my number, because fucking someone's ringing us 25 times a night.
Oh, well. Is it like chips and gravy? Chips and gravy and a
chips
fucking,
and gravy.
A fucking loaf of whole fish bread.
I'll tell you where you can't get chips and gravy, though. Nantwich, brownie. You can't get chips and gravy. Why?
Nantwich. I went Nantwich when I stopped off Cardiff Play Crew.
Yeah, why can't you get chips and gravy from Nantwich? They don't do chips and gravy. Why?
You tell me.
I thought it was a Cardiff thing.
What?
I thought Nantwich was Cardiff.
Nantwich is not nowhere near Cardiff, man. It's fucking Crew.
I thought it was Wales. I thought it was Wales.
Are you talking about the North, man?
I thought Nantwich was Wales.
North Wales are a different fucking specimen of human being.
Oh, well, apparently you can't have drink after 5 o'clock in Wales. In Nantwich, I mean.
How many fucking beers have you had? You're talking nonsense now.
Well,
right. Flying Pig. Yeah, come on, guys. Help the bloody show. I always forget about the likes.
Come on, Flying Pig. Come on the show, man.
I'm done shopping yet.
Come on the show, Flying Pig. Come on. Send Flying Pig the link. Come on, let's get him on.
Well, he wouldn't come on. I've been asking him to do a bloody show. He won't come on, bloody pussy.
A brownie and Nathan meets, right? Hello? Who are you? Hello?
What?
You hips troll.
It's 5:30 in the fucking morning.
Speak, man. You twat. You hips troll. Speak, you twat. You hips troll.
On that fucking note, YouTube, rather than YouTube closing me down. Look, we're not getting the edit 5:30 in the morning, you know.
Oh, come on.
No, man. It's 5:30 in the morning. I have to go, man. I have to go.
Are you going to bed?
What's Pig say? Oh, come on. You don't want to waste the appearance of a pig on it. Yeah. That's right. Brilliant excuse, Pig. That's fair enough. Right, I want to go anyways. Fucking 5:30 with me. Fucking the fucking morning light will come on now. Right. Catch you later. Probably do a few uploads. Moved in today. Good internet. So I will take it from tomorrow onwards, yeah?
Okay.
Cheers, Nate. Many thanks in the chat. Much appreciated. Hit the like button before we go. Can I have some fucking sleep now?
Oh, you're not going down to Denver, are you not?
May do. We'll see. I need double check. The thing is, right, over here, right, because you can't fucking buy any alcohol, you have to make a fucking phone call.
We'll make a phone call?
Yeah, no, but it's dodgy now. It's time of night, man.
Who cares? Make a phone call.
I'll catch you later.